we're going to tab over to the screen. I'm going to turn some music on, and we're going to pick up the story so far. And to that I say, welcome back, Irathir.
Happy to be back.
Are you ready for the fucking?
Are we ever
Again.
truly ready?
We're always ready, we're just never prepared.
Valid. When last we left our heroes, you had saved, in a manner of speaking, the town of Goodmead, restoring to them a lot of their supplies and gifting them some more taken from the hands of the Frost Giants. It won't buy back the lost and the departed, but it will certainly allow the survivors to either rebuild, perhaps entice others to come in, or make their own exit, providing, of course, you can take down the bubble surrounding the Icewind Dale, which is your current objective. The champions are out with a chip on their shoulder to take out Arl the Frost Maiden, who has claimed the Icewind Dale as her own. Oh yeah, and Runeck is turning into a dragon. There's also that.
She's also claimed the lives of many of our kin.
He's also claimed the lives of many of your kin, indeed. Down just a touch. And so, you left Bragg and some Uthgard barbarians of the Black Raven tribe to help defend Goodmead. You left some of your supplies in the house that was gifted to you, and you headed out towards the coast and where are we heading?
Caer Dineval.
Oh, it's Caer Dineval? I thought it was the other one.
I'm pretty sure it's Caer Dineval.
Let me check.
And my survival check at the end of last session was a 29.
Yes. Now, before you guys venture off away from Goodmead for a while, you guys can come back whenever you want, but I assume the intention is to head off for a while. Is there anything anybody wants to do just before departing Goodmead or shortly thereafter on the road? The floor is all of yours.
Just before we go, like, I kind of want to lean more into Dawn doing the whole physician-y type thing.
Okay.
To start like checking on the others, because we've taken some major hits.
Yeah.
And like, all the magical healing in the world isn't gonna get rid of every single scar.
Absolutely not.
And
magical
scars
healing is
can
designed
often...
to get you back on your feet, not healed.
Scars can often reopen, etc., etc. So Dawn's wants to check everyone over.
Okay. Make does that include the animals?
Yes. Even though I know less about the animals.
Okay.
Layla may still have some lingering problems with that patch of missing fur.
Home dog. Let's let him roll first, shall we?
Yeah, sorry.
So that'll be 5 medicine checks for the people, and another 6 for the animals, but those will be at disadvantage.
So, like, 10 War Banner?
11.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Could you just roll 11d4 instead of spamming, Flash?
Yeah.
I have.
Oh, you're kidding me! Is that what it looks like?
Ooh.
I have a question. Could I, when he goes to look over the animals, at least for my wolves, could I help him since I know more about the animals?
Sure, if you know that he's doing it. However, we have a problem.
Oh?
What's that?
Everybody pick a number between 1 and 5 that's not Dawn. You can't pick the same number.
We should probably exclude. We should probably exclude Runiak since he's already been looked over.
No, you said everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Firga said 4.
I'll pick 2, I guess.
Irathir's got 2.
5?
Okay.
I guess I'll go with 1.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not rolling as me.
No, you're not. So Dawn got an insidious failure.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So, Dawn,
Mm-hmm.
Kelio's got lycanthropy.
That's the result of my Insidious.
Yeah, just straight up bit by a werewolf at some point. We'll circle back to that. Who had one?
That was me.
Okay. With a 13, is there anything other than, like, turning into a dragon that Dawn should know?
Huh, I can't see my numbers.
I don't
can.
think so.
Okay. Bruniac seems hale despite his situation. Who was 2?
Me.
With a goblin 25, you nursing anything?
Irithyr had not been hit this entire campaign until the magical blast back.
Any long-standing injuries? Any illnesses?
I don't think so. He's pretty healthy.
Elves tend to be frail.
Yeah, but I think Irithyr's pretty healthy.
Okay. He did get a 25, so...
Mm-hmm.
Early onset Parkinson's? It's a joke. But if you say he's fine, he's fine. Who had 3?
Maybe
Black.
some joint pain because he's old, but
Yeah, fair enough.
I diagnosed me with old.
with a goblin 17, how you feeling?
Lash has only just recovered her exhaustion, so she's probably sore. Lash is a captain, so she's a fighter. She has scars all over her body, and she's probably gotten new ones considering her shield was laser blasted in half.
Yup.
So she's probably got, like, a lot of bruises, a lot of, like, maybe minor scars, but, like, nothing that'll kill her outright yet.
A lot of scar tissue, a lot of set bones that have healed.
Weird.
Yeah,
Lot
well,
of tattoos.
hopefully not weird.
Yeah. A lot of tattoos
Okay.
that might have scar tissue forming around them.
And Firga, with a goblin 27, what's the word?
I feel like she's still got quite a bit of aches and pains from getting dropped by, well, not like knocked out, but I mean like physically dropped by the Verbig.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I think it's probably just blisters from all the work.
I mean, you probably got bruises because you're still smacking into your armor, even if your armor is protecting you.
That's fair.
You probably
Yeah,
got, like...
probably bruises all over.
Yeah, probably, like...
Your back is from being knocked down
Yeah.
more so than anything, especially with the river thing. Those
And
bruises
your
probably
left,
haven't
and your
healed
left, your left forearm is probably fucked. Because that's where you hold your shield.
Right.
It's stronger, but God, our Lash and Firga's arms probably fucked up the ones that used to hold their shields.
So yeah, that's what you get, Don. Hope you were taking notes. As far as the animals, 6 more medicine checks with disadvantage.
Okay, I won't be able to see these numbers either.
Why?
Just to warn. There's something weird going on with this new browser. I'm gonna have to reopen in Chrome, but I'm gonna throw these through first because that's gonna take a bit.
Fair enough.
Again, my question of can I help Dawn is if Dawn is making it obvious that he's doing it.
That's up to Dawn.
I mean, he'd probably consult Kelio with the wolves.
Okay. I don't need those. You already rolled for those, Lash.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know they were fire. Sorry, I blanked.
No worries. So...
War Pig isn't real, so...
True, but Trevar, Popcorn, the bird, and 3 wolves, that's 6.
Oh, fair.
Amalo is its name.
Sorry?
Amalo is its name.
Thank you. I will forget that immediately.
Sir Bird.
Sir Bird. So let's start with Trevar, because Dawn got a dirty 30.
Oh,
Holy shit.
Well, Trevar is a warhorse,
Yup.
so
Has he taken any big hits?
not in this campaign, but he does have quite a bit of. I say he probably has quite a bit of joint aches and a few scars here and there.
He badly needs new horseshoes.
Yeah, we still haven't gotten him those yet.
Did you get the farrier tools?
Yes.
I got the tools. We just haven't made the horseshoes yet.
You could have done that in the 2 days you were resting in town.
We coulda.
Is it too late to retro that in?
Not at all. But like his hooves are starting to wear, so it's a good time to do it.
Yeah.
Because Firgo will absolutely help with that if you want.
Okay. Like you can show him. It's fine. Just done. So with an 18, what about Amalo?
All right, so this bird's rather pampered. Probably isn't used to journeying in these sorts of conditions.
So his fucking color is fading. He's molting early. He's not eating well.
Yeah, like this bird's not doing great.
You still with us, Don?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm
With a 24, let's talk about popcorn.
Popcorn.
The bestest bean.
Popcorn has like armor and shoes, I believe.
I believe so.
Like I know, I'm pretty sure he has barding. How is he health-wise?
I'd like to think he's okay because Firga tries not to get him hit.
Right. I would mostly be concerned about his neck. Because he does do that ram. Because he's a ram.
That's true.
But I think with a 24, like, he hasn't taken any big hits yet. I think, like, keep doing what you're doing and, like, keep an eye on his neck. Don't let him sleep in the armor, would be probably Don's best advice.
Gotcha.
So 24 with advantage. Oh no, these had disadvantage. Yeah, that's fine. So 24 with advantage for the wolves. For the first wolf. So we'll go with Orth because he's the biggest.
Mm-hmm.
Orth has he taken any big hits since he was resurrected?
Not huge ones, because most of his hits have been he's taken big hits, but they've all been mitigated by his force of will.
His body's still going to react to that.
It is.
Yeah.
He's taken quite a number of them. He got bloodied in the last fight at taking those heavy hits from giant axes.
Yep.
While raging, so he's taken twice as many as a normal person.
Go ahead, Gamzee.
Drawing on the well, so to say, protects the life force more than the body.
Yeah, exactly. So I would say, like, the 2 days in town probably did Orth some good. He's not weakened, but he's like... I would say he can't keep going like that, but you can just resurrect him.
He's a little fatigued.
A little fatigued. Good way to say it. A little strained.
Mm-hmm.
Mevu with a 22. I'm gonna say almost back to normal.
Okay.
And then 15 for Layla. I think that is enough to notice that Layla is responding to the examination in a way that the other animals are not. There is a difference between a well-trained animal that can recognize commands and reasoning. And Layla is
lowered.
God.
Like that lowered posture goes for one paw and they just lift it, put it right in his hand.
No, I would say all the wolves do that. I would say it's more along the lines of you say something to Keelio about, let's say, for example, about Layla's teeth.
Oh, bare the teeth. Teeth are mentioned, teeth are shown.
Exactly. It wouldn't even be bare the teeth because that's a sign of fear. It would be purposefully don't do that, but like open the mouth and show the teeth. Something that a wolf wouldn't naturally do.
Not bare the teeth, more so.
Yes. Layla is like...
They're responding in a way that shows a unique understanding in general.
Yes. Layla is responding in a way that's like, it's south of Ogre, but it's not as far south of Ogre as, like, Popcorn. Like, Popcorn and Trevar, we love them to bits, but you have to kind of wrestle those animals.
Mm-hmm.
Layla is more like a small child. When I say small child,
I mean large child in this case.
When I say small child, I don't mean like 4. I mean like 18 months.
Okay. Sorry, what was the other wolf's name again?
Oreth and Mevu.
Mevu.
So Trevar's the horse. Popcorn's the ram.
Mm-hmm.
I almost said Onua. That is not his name.
Amalo. It's in my notes.
Thank you.
Respectfully, for Irithir and Amalo, I just put elf and bird.
Valid. It is the bird, and then Oreth is the big black wolf, Mevu is the sleek white wolf, and Layla is the smart gray wolf.
We've gone over Mevu?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. What was that again?
Clean bill of health. You know, like, first coming in nicely. Because Mevu tends to stay out of danger.
Mevu tends to strike in the right place at the right time.
And then get the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Mevu was the one that took the fur-rending hit, weren't they?
Correct.
Yep.
No, Layla was, yeah.
I thought Mevu was the one who took the fur hit.
Nope, it was Layla.
Okay.
Then I will transfer
I distinctly remember you saying that shoulder that Layla has towards the front is the one that got hit.
Okay. But yeah, by and large, everyone is okay except for Keelio, who very obviously could turn into a werewolf at any time.
And Runiak, who could obviously turn into a dragon at any time.
Valid.
Or already is turning into a dragon at any time.
Fair.
We walk back, Trevar needing new shoes.
Yes, we can walk back Trevar. No, actually, because your medicine check would still show, because you got a dirty 30 on that. You would still show, like, they put the shoes on Trevar at the last possible opportunity. So his like toe bean, not toe bean, he has hooves, but his like around the hoof is like swollen and chapped, and the actual nail is cracked a bit. So they got to him at the last possible moment.
Oh, poor bean.
I warned you guys about that days ago.
I'm putting down biddle, natural battering, shoes put on at last possible moment, general care required for recovery and quicker upkeep.
Yes. I would also say Dawn would probably advise not to hook Trevar to the sled. Keep him under a light load for about a week. Keep him out of the cold if you can, but that's not really feasible.
Keep him in the tent as much as possible.
Yes.
We've got the space.
If we needed to, one of the wolves, Orith, the strongest one, could carry Runiak.
True.
It wouldn't be comfortable, but
I don't know, considering how Orith reacted to Runiak last.
Yeah.
I mean, Runyak passed his save. So,
Yeah.
of the three of them, Orith is the one who's most comfortable with Runyak right now.
Yeah, he just didn't care for that particular situation.
None of them do. None of the wolves, none of the animals, even Trevar, care for Dragon Runyak.
No, I mean when he unleashed the breath at that moment.
But Orith and Trevar care the least.
Yeah.
Or I guess the most. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They are the least impacted by this change.
Yes.
Trevar still knows that it's Runyak and appreciates that, and Orith is like, okay, strange man, but he's not bad man.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Just because I'm putting this all down in notes just to make sure I got it.
Absolutely.
For Lash, they were beaten up, still recovering from the exhaustion a little bit.
Yep.
And it was recommended to watch their shield wrist because of
Well, I mean that's a
natural.
non-issue because her shield is gone.
Right.
No, it's Firgo that needs to watch her shield arm.
I see.
Firgo was taking some big chunky boy hits right to the shield arm, and she has for a while. It hasn't gotten through the armor, but the armor is still impacting the flesh.
Lash has a shield. She just got a new one from the firstborn tech.
Oh, okay, cool.
If that shield gets sundered, she's at risk of, in player terms, rolling on the injury table.
Absolutely. Talking about Firgo? Absolutely.
Hmm.
Good luck sundering that shield.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
Firga has shield wrist issues possible. Bit sore and achy from the throw.
Like
overall seeming okay.
Yeah, like I will straight up say, based on these rolls and what the players have said, I would say Firga does not quite have disadvantage against Sunders, but she's getting close. And Runyak should avoid... not Runyak. Fuck. I already did it! You've been back a day!
Well done.
Fuck!
Did it at the start of last session when they weren't here. So I don't want to hear you've been back a day.
And Irithyr should probably avoid falling. Just to give you guys an idea of what I'm going to make you roll for injuries.
Uh-huh.
And then the thing that I said about Trevar. Those are like the three big ones.
And then, oh wait, another big one. Kilio is werewolf.
Yeah, Killer's a werewolf.
Apparently.
You rolled an insidious failure. What do you want?
Once I'm done doing... Actually, real quick, let's finish this.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Real quick. The sky opened up. It's raining. It's thundering. I might lose power. Ta-da.
Okay.
Noted.
Hoping for the best.
Thank you.
Irithyr, all in all, mostly fine and dandy.
Yep.
Yeah, he's just old.
Aside from common elf age related frailty.
I gave you straight up the mechanics.
Yeah.
Nothing.
The three mechanic situations you need to know about are Irithyr should avoid falling, Firga is almost at risk of taking disadvantage to Sunders, and Trevar needs some recovery time. Because you rolled well.
Irithyr actually got decent con, so...
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure all my notes are right.
Yep,
Or if I have overall okay, clearly beaten up from, general fighting.
Being a tanky boy.
Layla responded to the examination in a way showing understanding. Fur is returning nicely.
Yes.
Assuming that also implies there's no signs of infection.
Correct.
Mavu, clean bill of health. Trevar, a bit old, the natural battering a horse will experience. The shoes were put on at the last possible moment. General care is required for proper recovery, and quicker upkeep recommended.
Yes.
Okay.
There's
Dawn's
also
gonna
the bird that's not doing hot.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Forgot about the bird, sorry.
Molting, not eating well, and losing color.
Yes.
Recommended to get more warmth when possible. And well, diversifying diet probably wouldn't help much if it's the environment and stress
Yeah,
causing it.
it's the environment. He's just not used to roughing it.
He's used to the cold. He was raised in the cold, but this is something else.
Yeah.
This isn't your average cold. This is advanced
cold.
Yes.
But yeah, once all my examinations are done, I'm taking Keelio off to the side.
Okay.
It might have been like, I don't know, a teeth examination that sparked his interest or something with the failure.
Maybe.
Just take them off to the side, away from the others briefly, and just, when were you bitten?
What?
I assume.
Recently? Killia, you've been bitten a lot.
By a Goliath?
Like, you're a hunter, you're a tracker, and you live with animals. You've been bitten a lot. It's just like, when were you bitten? This morning. Why? Like,
this morning, 2 days ago, a week ago, a week and a day ago, 2 years ago. That was a fun one.
Orith really didn't like when I took that briar out of his paw. She's like listing things off her fingers that are like completely inane things.
yeah, right, absolutely.
Forgive me, I assumed you would understand, but it seems you are unaware of what I refer.
I'm dreadfully confused, yes.
You are ill.
No, I feel fine.
You have contracted a form of a disease of thropic origin.
I don't think I've been bitten by a creature like that, no?
From what I can tell from your canines, you appear to be of the lichen variety. Ironic, considering the company you keep.
I mean, I transformed when Aura fell.
Fell? Fell how?
In battle. Before we got to... It was before we got to Hundlestone?
It was before we got to Henderson. Though, in fairness, and Don take inspiration, Don was kind of in a mood for that fight. He probably doesn't remember much of it.
Yeah.
He saw a net appear and went about as close to a rage
that was
as
not
a
the net
non
fight.
Yes, it was.
No,
yes,
the
it
net fight
fucking
was. No, the net fight was recent. The fight where Kilio transformed was where they had the firstborn cannon.
Yes.
They didn't have the net then. They had the net in the most recent fight before we got to
That's not the
Goodmead.
point.
They had the nets then too, but in that fight, in the fight with the firstborn cannon, they had captives, and the captives blew the Hallowstone horn for help.
Oh, yeah.
Don was kind of in a mood.
Yeah.
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 Must help, must help, must help.
So again, Don, take
Or a-
inspiration.
Taken.
Or fell battle. I turned and I cried out to them. And then I felt all of Orth's anger and rage at falling.
Like, I think just recalling it manifests a physical change in you, Kilio.
Oh?
Yeah, like, you don't shift completely, because your wolves are alive, but, like, definitely, Dawn, like, as Kilio speaks, like, you see the canines elongate, you see the claws sharpen, you see the eyes, like, gain slitted pupils. Kind of like when Bilbo sees the ring.
Right.
I can't let them fall like that again. It was irresponsible of me.
Perhaps. And I think he like takes one of the rocks off his belt, casts light on it.
Mm-hmm.
Please open your right eye some more.
She like widens her eyes a bit.
You snap Keelio out of it, and her eyes return to normal.
Interesting. Drop light on the rock, put it back on my belt.
That's a great idea, by the way. That's really clever.
Normally
that
those
was
rocks.
really clever, yeah.
Normally those rocks are supposed to be for
Magic
casting
stone.
magic stone, but realistically, for a doctor tribe,
Yeah.
having light and having those are an all-purpose tool.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Also, it's not a doctor tribe, but you are a doctor.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
A tribe that
A doctor would
has-
make good with the tools they have.
Yes.
yeah.
And honestly, clever. I'd give you inspiration, but I already did.
I mean, he can give that inspiration to someone else.
Fair. Pick someone to give inspiration to.
Here's here.
Okay.
Random number association. It's the best.
Earthier's done somewhat the same with like low denomination coins.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
to like guide your way, but you haven't done it specifically for your like background.
Yeah, no.
Now, casting light on a coin to see is clever. Casting a light to help with a medical examination is good role playing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Gamsey.
And that's what we like around here.
I don't know if Dawn has a notebook. So I've never thought about that before.
Probably not.
But it's probably he's probably like visibly making a mental note, doing another re-examination of Keelio.
Mm-hmm.
I can't exactly tell you why that happened, but from what I can tell,
What happened?
no transformation. It's
What
clear.
are you-
It's
What are you
It's-
talking about? I didn't.
just now, as you begin to explain, you began to change again. I say again loosely. I didn't see the first time occur.
Keelio, make
Your
a
eyes.
religion check.
Okay. I've got okay in, so we'll see.
Would you
Oh,
like
wow.
that one or that one?
Yeah, almost valorous.
Almost. 2 points off. So yeah, it's an old Clan Roche legend. But the spirit of Gar will manifest and call you to hunt, to call you to glory. And the strong
Oh wait, I'm making notes of this. Hang on, I
Okay.
want to make notes of this. Okay. So, start from the beginning.
the spirit of Gar will manifest.
How do you spell Gar?
Gar.
Okay.
And
As in the fish?
no, as in Jara's wolf, Gar.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Will manifest and call someone to hunt, usually in Clan Roche. Call you to glory, call you to the hunt. These strong are molded by this calling with the help of the tribe shaman, the clan shaman, excuse me.
Okay. The strong
And-
are molded to this calling with.
With the help of the clan shaman, or the Primarch, or both. The weak tend to just disappear into the woods. And that almost happened to Ragolf.
Okay.
Yeah, like Ragolf, like what you're describing, or whether what Dawn's describing, Like, you remember you were little, it happening to Ragolf, and then he disappeared one day, and like 3 days later, Igvolf was like, "Find my son," and it like Tor was the one who found him.
Sometimes they don't come back.
No.
Most of the time they don't.
Well, if they work with the shaman, it's seen as a blessing, and they're stronger for it. But sometimes they disappear. Sometimes they kill someone. It's not as bad as what happens to, or what you've heard happening to the tribe of the wolf, like the Rickhead tribe of the wolf.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing like that, but it can end in a brawl.
This sounds like it's something akin to Clan Bear's blessing from bear to become different creatures than usual.
A little bit, yeah. Because again, if the shaman helps you through it, you become some of the best hunters in the north. You have like heightened senses. Tor has it. The counterpoint is all of the hunters that they're referred to as hunters. All of the hunters in Clan Roche that have felt Gar's pull and come out the other side are different. Not necessarily bad, but different. And they speak in hushed voices about the hunger, and they all seem to understand what that is. It's like the only thing Tor won't talk about.
Tor masks it with food, probably.
Yes.
Any other information I'd get from this check?
There is something that affects Clan Roche. It might be Gar's spirit. It might be a hereditary thing. It might be like where the wolf's den is. But something affects Clan Roche and allows a member of Clan Roche to be as good a hunter as 10 kin. But it's not everyone. And it corresponds to these beliefs. Whether or not that's, like, literal or not.
If there's anything to apply to the rumors.
Correct.
And occasionally someone can be become as good as hunter as 10 kin. Okay.
Which is terrifying considering kin also includes the dire wolves of Roche.
Yeah. Like, we have seen on camera what a hunter of Clan Roche can do. Your buddy Tor tanked a Frostworm's breath.
Mm-hmm.
Like, full on just tanked it.
Yeah, it's scary what they can do with that kind of power.
Yeah. Like, Inatha is damn good with a bow, and she's a good leader, but in a straight fight, there's no contest with Ragolf.
Ragolf has her beat.
No easily.
Fucking contest.
Like but that's the thing. That's the thing. Clan Roche doesn't value martial prowess.
They don't.
I mean, they do, but not like
they value what you bring to the clan.
Yes. But like, and that's why Inatha eventually made Primarch. But like, if it was like, you must fight to see who was stronger, and that will be the Primarch of the clan, like, Inatha would get destroyed.
Like, she would get... The only way she could win that fight is if they were out in the woods, they were separated, and had to hunt each other.
Yes, and even then.
Even
And
then,
even
it would
then,
be close because this
so
blessing still comes with enhanced senses.
Yes. And then
Mhm.
and then Ingvolf, the former Primarch, the old wolf, as many people call him, like
yes.
straight up, he's like the old king from like Arthurian legend, so to speak. Like he's a somewhat doddering older man by Goliath standards. But if somebody pisses him off, he turns into Master Roshi.
Jesus.
Yeah, like like that's a pretty apt comparison. Like and it's the same with Tor, right? Like Tor, he's a big oaf, and then you piss him off, right? Mm-hmm. Like very much the same thing. Like Ingvolf, his thing is he's so fast. Some people whisper that he's prescient.
Interesting.
Like his reflexes are that good.
Probably terrified people a couple times because he shows up just as they say that.
You mentioned the
not like that. Prescient, like there's a rowdy drinking hall. There's chaos on all sides. Somebody goes to cold cock Ingvolf, and he just fucking catches the fist like that guy from Invincible.
So more like Sharingan.
Yes, more like Sharingan.
It's less catch the fist and more drive it through the table.
Yeah, pretty much. Like the old wolf is so fast, and Ragolf got part of that.
Mm-hmm.
What?
You mentioned the
This
shaman
way.
was involved.
Person.
What?
Yeet.
You mentioned the shaman was involved. Does Kaylee know anything about that process at all?
I don't think so, because I don't think Thola told you. There's not that many. Like, it's not like half the hunters in Clan Roche are like this. And it's more like 1 in 50.
Yeah.
And it skips generations sometimes.
And she's closest to Tor, which
Yes, and Tor doesn't talk about it.
No, he doesn't talk about it.
It's one of the few times when Keelio was like a curious teenager. It's one of the few times that that Tholo was like, Keelio, leave it. Because Tholo very much let you make your own mistakes.
Yes, absolutely.
But that's one of the few. That's one of the few times like you were pestering Tor, and Thola came out of the kitchen and she was like, Jara, leave it.
As he was stuffing his face.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. There's something. I don't know if to call it history or to call it a legend, but it's not just a legend, it's a thing. I guess a belief. There's you know how some people at the moot called me Little Jara?
Yes.
Jara is one of the Goliaths in the stars. And she has a wolf named Gar. Supposedly, he'll call a few to hunt and to find glory. And supposedly, those few who get the help of the clan shaman or the Primarch, sometimes they're both involved. They come out as some of the best hunters in the clan. I don't know much, if anything, about the process, but I know that if you're supposedly weak in some way, it can get bad.
I suppose we should look into this process then.
think that would be good for us then. If you have such concerns, it might be better to go ahead and go through that tunnel.
Don know anything about stuff like this?
If it was straight up like lycanthropy, I would give you some information, but this is not. This is blood hunter shit.
Right.
And with respect, I don't see pure of body, earth worshipping first responder tours using blood hunter shit.
Could I make a possible selling point?
Go ahead.
Who's to say we haven't helped one out once or twice, and they've seen that we're doctor types and offered us the information?
I can see that being feasible as like a sobering agent, like an herb or a sequence of herbs to use to like pull somebody out of a blood haze, like a barbarian or something. But I don't think they would teach you. Like, you can help a witcher, but a witcher is not going to, in exchange, teach you about the Trial of the Grasses.
Right.
See what I'm saying? They might teach you how to treat a witcher, but they're not going to teach you how to make a witcher.
Right.
So, I think it's reasonable that you could prevent Keelio from doing this, or bring her out of it. But if Keelio wants to, wants to hunt this stag, so to say, I think you would need to figure that out.
Okay. Nothing impossible, just
Research!
Who knows, there might be a shaman in this next town that you could learn about it from.
The next time we enter a hub that may possess informational stores, I will make my way through the storage to see if I can find anything useful.
I will say, Keelio. You call them hunters with a capital H. You can spot one a mile away because of the way they move.
Yeah, they move like nobody else.
No.
Unless they don't want you to see them.
No. Like, yes, okay, stealth versus perception, fine, fair enough, but I'm talking about just like, you know how you can tell if somebody's been in prison for a long time?
Yeah.
You know how you can tell if somebody's been in the army for a long time? It's kind of like those. Keelia will be able to tell because she lives with people like that. Like, if they're specifically hiding from Keelio, yeah, fine, fair enough, your argument holds water. But, like, walking through the town, Keelio could just tell by the way they move.
It's more... How do I put this?
I'll tell you exactly how you'd put it, Keelio. They move like every scent on the wind has their attention. Because it does.
Like hyper alert?
Yes.
No, I don't think Keelio would voice that, but that's how, if asked, like, how do you know?
If this becomes a problem, I do possess the rudimentary information on how to sober you from it.
That's something. It means you won't disappear into the woods.
Yeah. I mean... I haven't... As you say, it transformed aside from when Orith fell.
I just watched you nearly turn. I mean this with respect, Wolfwalker. The observations of a doctor are more than what you are feeling.
The irony in this is that you rolled an insidious failure. I'm sorry, I just... God, the irony. Anyway, back in character. I follow. I understand. I don't wish to pose a risk to the rest of the... But if I'm feeling this pull, I do want to try.
There is a teaching that we of Hallowstone are given. If one threatens those you shelter, you strike without reservation of mercy.
I think her glance goes to Runyak.
Even the curable.
I see.
My eyes are already on Runyak for the same reason. I assume you will not be cross with me if I watch you the same.
Won't. But if I feel it coming on, I'll disappear into the woods.
If you begin to feel any form of pull towards the woods, no matter how minor, alert me. No matter how minor.
I meant that more as it's safer if I'm away from everybody. If that were to happen.
And as I said, I possess the knowledge to sober.
All right. And she like looks down the snow and then kind of shakes her head, but not in like dismissal, but more like clearing it.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, we have travel to do.
Absolutely. Does anybody else have any scenes you want to do during the departure or shortly after leaving Goodmead?
Not a scene, but I just figured I'd mention that Figura's blathering about, speculating about what's in the firstborn metal to whoever will tolerate her rambling.
Oh, that reminds me. Thank you.
Listen.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, we have some clarification to make, don't we, Bard?
Yes, I dirked super hard last time when we were going over all of the giant booty. I said you had a bunch of star metal rocks, and that was because I was blanking, and then you I was having an off day, and I looked at my notes afterwards, and I was like, oh fuck, I fucked that up. You don't have adamantine rocks, you have orichalcum rocks.
Okay.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well, I have a question.
Wow.
I don't out of character because I don't know this. What's harder to find, orichalcum or adamantine?
Orichalcum.
What is
Easily.
that?
What, Sibs?
What is that? I've never heard of this.
Orichalcum is it's effectively the top tier metal. It is one of the rarest ores to exist in most fantasy settings. It is what your armor is made out of, sort of.
An alloy.
Made out of alloy.
It's an alloy.
Orichalcum, star metal,
How
and
do you spell that?
Mithril.
mithril.
Orichalcum.
Yes.
ORICHALCUM. Something like that.
Got it.
Orichalcum is fabled to be so durable, there have been contests to decide new gods on who can shatter a piece.
Yes.
An unrefined piece.
Yes. And Figures got a sack full of orichalcum rocks, not star metal rocks.
Noted in the giant stash.
And so, like, that's what Lash's armor is either A, made of, or part made of?
Parts made of, yes.
So yeah, Lash will probably listen to Firga talk about what the armor's made of, because she's probably never heard of some of this shit.
Irithyr will listen too.
Irithyr, point of order.
Yep.
You have only ever seen orichalcum in 2 places.
Okay.
The High Lance of House Karamdon
The fuck?
and the Archive.
Wait, the archive as in his archive?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's got orichalcum in it.
Also, fuck House Karamdan, or whatever you pronounce it.
Karamdon.
Karamdan. Fuck House Karamdan.
Them gosh darn Karamdans. I'm sorry, Nightfall. That wasn't me laughing at you. That was just laughing at how that fucking sounded.
It's fine, man. I get it. I laughed at your insidious failure.
Would it make sense for the third High House, Erene, to have an artifact like that too?
What does Erene do? Erene's the church?
They're the druids. The
Druids.
Church. Yeah.
No.
All right.
They have they have the ivory sapling.
Interesting.
Terrifying.
The sapling?
It is said that when the ivory sapling fruits, new stars are created.
Ooh.
Oh.
It was starting to bud for the first time in like 300 years, shortly before you left. So you've got a while.
Uh-huh.
Fruits edible, or are they straight up stars?
You don't know.
Irithyr should eat one.
No.
Become the star you were meant to be.
At that point, you don't gotta read the stars. You can just have a casual beer with them.
Fucking.
I just imagined that.
Ivory sapling IPA. Why read the stars when you can drink them?
I'm sorry.
God damn it.
When I said have a casual beer with them, the first thing that came to my mind was Irithyr dressed as like the cliche suburban dad, the polo shirt.
No, stop
the
right there. Just stop.
khakis,
Just
the tube
stop.
socks and sandals.
Oh.
Anyway.
Oh, why do you do this to me, Gamzee?
Because it caused me psychic damage too.
Anybody else got stuff?
Nope.
I have a small thing with Irithyr.
By all means.
I'm back.
Like it's just at some point during Firga's ramblings about orichalcum and the other two close by listening in, Runyak just sort of comes up next to Irithyr, gets his attention. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he turns his attention. Is there something you need, Erickson?
It's not something that I need, but perhaps it's something that you will. Back in Hunterstone, when the three of you with Thwip and Don Lash and I went to find...
You had to remind me of the gnome.
When we were with the dwarf hunter, she gave me something and told me to give it to you. Said it might be important. He's gonna reach into his bag and pull out the scroll case that he was given.
Yes.
Out of character, I've lost memory of this thing.
Do you have a note of what it is, Cookie?
No, you just said add a scroll case there for Irithyr to your inventory.
Okay. The Irithyr, you're given a dwarvish, rune engraved, embossed bronze scroll case. It looks to be waterproof.
He'll examine it.
Okay.
Is it just obvious how it opens, or
Yeah.
Yeah. Open it up.
There are 3 scrolls inside.
Uh-huh.
Could you give me 3 Arcana checks or 3 Appraiser's Tools checks, please?
All right. It'll be the same either way, so I'll just roll Arcana. It's fewer
Okay.
buttons.
Y'all are right there, so you get, or did y'all move off to the side?
No,
No, we're
you're
right by
there.
you.
Okay.
I was asking because
You rolled one too many, but that's all right.
Did I?
Yep.
I've only got 3 on my screen.
I've got 4 on mine. Oh no.
Weird.
Apologies, that was Kelio's roll. Boop. I'm just doing a thing really quick backstage.
Translation: making the next boss we fight like at least 5 times harder.
No. So what you have, Irithyr, is a scroll of Revivify.
All right.
Useful.
Very useful. You have a scroll of Dominate Person.
Uh-huh.
And you have a scroll of... I'm trying to think of what the third one was while I'm doing this, which is not easy. Scroll of Dominate Person, scroll of Revivify, and a scroll of... Let's have some fun. Healing Rain.
Neat.
What's Healing Rain?
It's an AoE healing spell that's persistent for a couple turns.
Nice.
But it affects everything in the AoE.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
You also have a Masterwork Dwarven Scroll case.
Uh-huh. These are certainly useful.
Hey, what you got?
These were from our acquaintance that let us in the barrier.
Hey.
Some spell scrolls. Revivify, Dominate Person, Healing Rain.
Hey, those could be quite useful.
Oh, and just for the sake of it, this case can hold the equivalent of 5 scrolls.
Good to know.
Yeah. Can I get your marching order, by the way, guys?
Kilio's pathfinding.
Yep. On
Mavu.
Mavu, okay. Who's behind you? Dawn, I'm assuming?
I thought Dawn was always towards the middle.
Yeah, but he was
Because
talking to you just now.
Yeah, if Dawn's okay with that.
Gamzelis?
He got up and said he'd be back, but I don't know if he is yet.
Okay.
I would have the other 2 wolves satellite us,
Okay.
kind of flanking a bit.
Yep.
Can I have a question.
I need the marching order before you bother asking questions.
Okay. Who is after? Okay, let's do it the other way. Who's last?
Probably Firga?
Probably Firga, yeah.
Firga and Lash, because I was thinking Lash would be riding alongside Firga to hear what she's saying.
Okay. And who, if anyone, has light active at the moment?
Runiac would.
Okay. That's what I thought. So, as you guys are walking along, Kelio, you start to smell salt on the air, and in the distance you can hear the crashing of waves.
Mm-hmm.
However,
Oh boy.
You also hear the sounds of battle reach your ears above the crashing of waves. You hear the sound of steel on steel, grunts of effort and pain. There is a fight happening just ahead of you.
What? Just ahead?
Yep. You're steadily going down towards the sea because you guys wanted to go up the coast.
So I know what direction it's in, correct?
Yes, it's like forward and to your left, so down towards the sea.
Okay. I'm gonna try to do something to get a vantage point. When I throw my dagger up, I bamf at the top, correct?
Correct.
Can I do that and then throw my dagger to the ground afterwards?
If you did that, you'd hit Mevo.
No, like, at an angle.
Yeah, totally.
And not hit anyone. Okay, I wanna try to do that to get a vantage point on what's going on.
Okay, make a perception check.
Okay.
I'm guessing she goes way higher than the war banner's radius.
No. She can only throw it, what, 50 feet?
60 feet.
60 feet. So yeah, it would be higher than the war banner. Yeah, you see, you're about, I don't know, 100 yards from the beach. It's a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like alpine beach, very rocky, big pieces of sand and stone, a lot of dark colors on it, bright blue sea crested with white cap waves, and on the beach you see, ice zombies? Clearly mutilated corpses with glowing shards of ice sticking out of them, fighting a bear man. They've got him surrounded. Some of them are firing off like frost bolts towards him. He's completely surrounded. He's fighting with a great axe in one hand and a pair of like fighting claw gauntlets on his other hand, and he's just trying to like wade through them. He's covered in blood. The bear man is easily as big as Dawn.
Well, fuck.
So you hit the ground, but the action probably caused everybody else to be alerted.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Like, knife goes up in the air. There she go.
Yep.
Oh, there she go.
And then
Yep.
and then throws it back down, lands in the snow in a crouch with the pinion in your hand. What do you say?
Guys, we have company ahead.
Whip.
And there's someone fighting the losing battle.
Who is it?
There's a bear man fighting... I don't fucking know. Frost zombies?
Do any of those words mean anything at all to Lash?
Probably not. You're from the south.
To Irithir, perhaps?
Irithir, make a history check.
I think Killiu's dashing back to Mevu.
Those are certainly words you just told me. What the hell?
Yeah, right.
Frost zombies?
Would that mean anything to Dawn?
Make a history check with advantage, Dawn.
Killiu's
What the
not,
fuck is a zombie?
Killiu's not specifically from this area.
Yeah. Wow, okay. Both Dawn and Irithir got a natural 20.
Nice.
So Irithir, a bear man, that's a legend. it's a legend, like mariner, like Urson folk, like smiths are said to roam the Sea of Moving Ice in the same way people talk about yetis.
Or Tor?
Yeah, right. Dawn, your neighbors in the Sea of Moving Ice, the Kodion, powerful mariners and skilled forge singers, fit that description. And frost zombies, you don't know it personally, but it is said the Song of the Ice Witch can call the dead to her aid.
How far is this bear man from us?
You can't see him or hear him. Only Kilio can.
What Could.
Could.
Correct. What direction is it from us on the map?
Down and to the left?
Down this way.
Yep.
Okay.
Helio, point me.
And like Killia will gesture the knife as she starts to move Mavu.
Yep.
Whistles to her wolves.
Dawn's gonna enter full force charge.
So
We are coming, Codian.
I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative.
All right.
And you're going to have to give me a second.
That's fine. I know you've probably got a lot of initiatives.
Yes, I do.
Oh. I'm half tempted to re-roll my initiative because that bites.
I mean, you can if you want to.
Nah, I'm gonna save it.
Oof.
Not great.
I got even worse.
If we wanted to act closer together,
Oh my god.
we could, theoretically. Yikes, Mavu.
Damn.
I think. Oof, do I really want to sync with Mavu? I'll have to think about that. My turn won't be up for a bit. Orth rolls higher than me, I can't sync with them. Can't do that. But I can have Orth sync with me.
Okay, I think, is that everybody? Everybody in?
I gotta roll one more.
Alright. Descending order. Irithyr is up first, believe it or not.
Yeah. All right, so they are.
Also, before
This
you
way.
guys move, I'm just gonna do this now because PB does not fucking miss. Look at this man's.
I
Nice.
cannot see shit.
Nice.
Look at that. beast.
Turn your token around.
You're facing up.
I'm trying, but I would have to move my token to do so.
Then do so.
There you go, Lash.
Jesus Christ. That's
He's
so
a big
cool.
man.
Jesus.
Holy moly.
I mean, his token is on the board. That's just his arc.
His armor is a really interesting color.
And yes, it
Is
is.
that a frost axe?
It is a
cool
frost
as
axe,
hell.
yes.
Man!
That's gonna be real effective here.
Yeah, right. So, shout out to Parrish Broadnax for getting that done in 2 days. Cheers, PB.
Thank you, Parrish!
So yeah, Irithyr.
All right. Is this traversable ground in front of me?
It is difficult terrain except on the path.
Okay.
It's rocky shoreline sloping down towards the water.
There's not super fast.
No, but
like
you're
some
on the
of these
bird,
others.
aren't you?
Yeah. What's the bird speed? I don't think
50.
we've ever established that. 50. All right.
Neom.
So I could go to
Excuse me.
here and
I
then.
think on the bird, you'd have to move around the wolves.
Yeah. The bird can also jump and glide. So you could do this and just jump and glide Irithyr.
Okay.
Because it's a slope.
All right.
So yeah, you see this man's frigid axe in one hand, claw gauntlet in the other, facing off against an army of frozen dead.
Yeah, I see
Oh
them.
my god, it would help so much if I turned the brightness up on my computer. I'm so smart.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Irithyr still has his movement, doesn't he?
Yes. I mean, the bird
Good.
still has some movement.
Yeah. I was like 35 feet.
Yep.
40, 45, 50.
Yep. There you go.
I think it's there. Yeah. All right, that is quite a lot of zombies.
Yes, it is.
All right, how do I want to play this to start this off right?
Fireball?
Firewall?
We could just revivify the bear. It's fine.
We don't have a diamond.
We have a scroll.
The scroll comes pre-prepared with the material already, usually.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So,
Lightning bolt.
how's the bear looking? Is he bloodied?
And he is. So for the purpose of the mechanics, he's at full health, but he's flagging. He's been fighting for a while and he's bloody.
All right. Okay. I'm trying to figure out exactly which spell I want to use here.
Okay. I mean, lightning bolt would be very effective.
Not quite the right angle for that.
No, but you could jump off the bird.
True. And I've still got my 30 feet of movement. Let me see where I can get with that.
The most you can get looks like is 4.
Yeah. That would be 30 to get there over the difficult terrain space.
Yep, correct.
Let me...
So, boop.
That... Hold on, let me pull out the token.
Yeah, good plan. Love that lightning bolt token. He's standing in the water, by the way.
Oh. Okay, this may hurt, friend, but it's gonna hurt the zombies a lot more.
Well, I mean, if you aim it up, it ain't gonna matter.
Yeah, true.
I'm just letting you know that he's currently fighting in the surf, like a badass.
I gotta press some. I gotta not press my push to talk to get this angled right.
That's fine. Go ahead, Kenzie.
The offload amperage would still dissipate into the water, and if there's enough of it, that's gonna cause problems in an AOE.
While you're right, no. Not in this case.
I don't understand.
Magic. And also Earther's aiming up.
Magical bullshit.
Like, here's the thing. Lightning doesn't arc horizontally anyway. It's affected by gravity. So, like, we're already in uncharted territory.
Here's a dumb question while we mentioned animal speeds. I don't think we ever established the war pigs one.
I'm
40.
counting 7 targets there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm counting 6.
1, 2.
I think Airthair's counting this one.
That guy's not in the fuck zone.
I could probably hit him still. Give me a second.
Yeah, I'm seeing 6 there.
How about that?
No, it's not gonna put him in the fuck zone. I'll give you 6 though.
Yeah, 6
These
is
two
good.
bastards back here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's Cody on deck save.
Yes, dexterity saving throw.
Goliath deck save. Three human deck saves. 1, 2, 3.
Oh fuck! These are gonna be the faces of Ken we've already lost.
What's your save DC?
1 sec. I'm pretty sure it's 15. Yeah.
15. Okay. All but one of them failed, and it was the double axe bro.
All right.
This one.
No, the double axe bro, the one in the middle. Yeah, him.
Ah, this one. Oh,
All right.
do this.
Here comes the
Oh
damage.
wait! I have one more save to roll. My bad. Boop.
All right.
Also failed. Yeah, you're good.
That's the wrong spell. I misclicked.
Yes, it is. That's fine. Damn. Okay. So that is 1. That's 2 Goliaths, 1 Kodion, and 3 humans. Okay. 2 Goliaths, 1 Kodion, and 3 humans. Give me 1 second. Goliaths have that much. that much. This guy's gonna take that much. This guy's gonna take that much. This guy's gonna take half. And this guy's gonna take this much. And this guy's gonna take this much. Oh shit. So the humans just get aced. Zap.
Cool.
Zap. Even at half damage, he gets ace. Zap. Okay.
God, lightning bolt doesn't play.
No, it doesn't.
That was a pretty average damage roll, too.
Yeah.
I've done higher.
And these are very cold, very dead corpses.
Yes. Okay. Lash.
So, I know that there are like people in front of me. Is there any way I can get around everyone and
You could slide down. You could slide down the cliff.
You're also on Warpig.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to think.
You could go straight for using 80. How much movement does your Warpig have?
40 feet?
Yeah, 40, 80 with dash.
Yeah.
It could get to here with a dash action. You could get off and go in.
Yep.
That's what I was thinking about doing.
There you go.
Dude. God, it gets so much harder to see without light.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Yeah,
do.
the difference between light and dark is so... The difference between dim and obscurity, like the bright light and dim light is so absurdly...
Yep.
Here's a dumb question for you. If Lash goes in the water, she's probably going to freeze to some extent.
No, you have the room.
Right, cold resistance. I didn't know if that would affect that.
Cold weather effects.
Got it. Lash isn't gonna quite get in the water yet, but a big fucker right here.
Yep.
Is going to take Sacred Flame.
Okay, that appears to be a Minotaur, just so you know.
You've still got your own movement, don't you?
Yeah.
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 Let me do some math then.
What's Sacred Flame? A deck save?
Yeah.
I believe so. Yes.
Got
I'm trying to
What's your DC?
checking. Save a 14, and it is a deck save.
Okay, he saves.
Damn it. But yeah, Lash will hop off the thing, try the Sacred Flame. Doesn't work. Alright, fuck it. We're getting up there.
Okay. Where are you going?
Right up here.
Okay.
I have a... Wait, nope. I have a bonus. I have an extra action. I forgot about that.
Yes, you do. Wait, you have an extra action? What?
No.
I have an extra attack.
You didn't attack.
A spell doesn't count for an attack for the purpose
Right,
of...
sorry.
No worries.
You don't worry, that's gotten me once or twice too.
Only for Blade Singers.
Yep. So the
So
hurler
I need to play a
human.
Blade Singer.
Anybody know Ray of Frost if that's an attack or a save?
It's
Ray of
an
Frost is an
attack.
attack roll.
It's an attack
Attack.
roll. Okay, great.
It's a D8, I believe, and it reduces speed.
17 to hit Irithyr.
Yeah, that'll hit. I resist cold, though.
That's fine.
So,
You'll take
I'll
half
take the
damage
hit.
from this.
Yeah.
Oh, yo. If there's humans, if there are variant humans among this bunch, I wonder if the feat's carried.
So you're going to take 4 points of frost damage, and your speed is halved. Irithyr.
Oh, okay.
Until the end of-
Ray of Frost only reduces by 10.
I know what I said.
Okay.
Orith.
This is all the Frost Maiden shit. Anything you know about ice magic is ramped up to 10 or out the fucking window.
Orith.
Okay. So, Orith is going to. This is just regular movement, correct? Regular train?
Yep, on the path it is.
Orith can't see.
True.
I think Orith is going to sync with me.
Okay.
Drop his initiative.
Sync with Helio. Okay. Layla.
Layla also can't see. I think she's going to sync with me as well.
Okay, before or after Orith?
Before Orith.
Before Orith. Helio.
Okay. So, I think if I get off Mevu, do I move to here? I can see the bullshit.
Okay.
I have to use. I was on my wolf. I wouldn't have had my bow out per se. I don't think.
No, you had the pinion out.
Yeah.
You have to hold on with the
Good.
other hand.
So I am going to. I guess it's bonus action to draw the bow.
Correct.
So I'm going to do a mini shot with just regular arrows.
Oh,
With 5 arrows.
what about the pinion?
I can't just swap them with that same bonus action, can I?
Nope.
Here's an interesting thought.
Mm-hmm.
Could you throw the pinion and before you warp, bonus action pull out the bow?
Yes.
But could you get the shots off in time?
I think Helio could.
I think Chilio could. Okay, sure. We're gonna do that. We're gonna. Let me check the distance here. Oh yeah, that's simple. It would be a disadvantage dagger throw, but
I mean, it'd be disadvantage anyway with this move.
yeah.
So you throw Al's pinion.
Yep. So I need to roll that.
Yep.
I'm gonna hit.
So you draw the bow with your bonus action. You have it in your you have it in your left hand.
Yes.
You throw the pinion with your right hand. Immediately reach for an arrow, knock it, and fire it, and then you warp.
I was gonna do the mini shot, but I guess that would take. That I couldn't do the mini shot with this maneuver.
Not yet, but you could do that with a feat.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So ranged pinion.
Yup. Disadvantage. Let me check. I think that hits. That hits.
Okay. So here's our opinion damage.
Okay.
Marking him as my favorite. Actually, I'd mark him as my favorite foe with the bow attack. 'Cause the bow attack would hit him. No, they would hit about the same time.
It's fine. It counts.
Okay. Yeah. So, I didn't put the favorite foe damage on this one. I'm just gonna add it to the next one.
That's fine.
So, pew.
Hits.
This. Okay. Let me add this favorite foe. Roll damage.
Okay.
And I would be ending my turn hanging off of him.
Yes, so you would end your turn there.
Mm-hmm.
He's only a
The
large
worst-
creature, so you wouldn't really be hanging off of him as much.
Like, I could drop to the ground without taking damage here.
Yes.
In the worst way possible, Kelio has learned how to fight, is now learning how to think with portals for real.
Yes. So Layla and Aura.
Okay. So Orith.
No, Layla's
Following-
first.
Oh yeah, Layla. That's right. I had Layla go first. Let's see. Moving through the difficult terrain could only move to here. And then dash. See, that's a total of 100 feet, so that's 60.
Mm-hmm.
That's 70. That's... Am I out of the difficult terrain here?
I can't see you until you release.
To here.
No.
Okay, so that's 80 feet. And then... Here...
Now you're out.
Okay, so... Getting out... Okay, I have a question.
But then you're right back in the water.
Right back in the water. So I can only move like 5 more feet here.
Which would be get you enough to go there.
Yes.
Okay. Orith.
She can chomp this guy.
I thought you dash.
I did dash, never mind.
Orith.
Does Layla not have a bonus action dash, or did you use
Yeah, she
both?
does.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, she has. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, she
Yeah,
does.
you could chomp the Minotaur.
Chomp. That roll? There it goes. Why did it auto roll?
I don't know, but that hits.
Okay.
But I think no, they do not have resistance. So full damage.
Okay.
Okay. Dawn.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, what I want to do.
Oh wait, I gotta move Orith.
Oh yeah. Or sorry, Dawn.
Sorry about that.
No problem. I'll just line up my movement first.
Good plan.
So, 10. This is on the pass, so it's not difficult.
Correct.
So here's 35. Fuck. Why did that exit out of the game? I'm loading back in.
You can get to the shore for 40 feet.
Yeah, I've got myself lined up. I'm just waiting.
Yeah. You can get to the shore for 40 feet, Helio.
Okay.
You want to chomp on the Codion?
Isn't the raging thing a bonus action?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna do that and then chomp.
Okay, do it.
It's loading in. As soon as Orith's sheet loads in, I'll get it.
Okay.
Rawr, chomp chomp.
Pretty
But
much.
that's what Orith is gonna do. So Dawn is good to go.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Dawn, you charge down.
Yeah, going right there.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see.
Yeah, shame that.
Wait, I should have light.
I asked who had light, and
I wasn't here.
Okay.
You
I
get
had to
up?
get up.
Yeah.
Don's always got light on his horns when we travel.
Okay. What does the
His
light spell
horn.
give? 30 and 30?
Okay, I'm
I think
checking
it's
my
20
sheet.
and 20. Let me
That's a-
check my
that's a-
spell
that's a
description real
torch.
quick.
I have always Whisper Roll set up. I don't know why it's doing it, GM.
No, it's 20 and 20. I'm pretty sure a torch is 30 and 30. I think you might got them mixed up.
Maybe. Boop.
Hey, I can just barely see the man.
Yep.
Okay.
It whispered the roll, Helio.
Oh, wait. Oh, I'm dumb. Let me check. Auto-rolling damage.
If the darn bucko wasn't in my way. What I'll do... That was a noise.
That was annoying.
Yeah. targeting Amigo
Mm-hmm.
as a friendly.
You gonna jail him?
He looks like he's flagging, right?
Yep.
He said he's not mechanically hurt though.
Yet.
Well, yeah, but he's flagging and he is
surrounded.
Yeah, he is currently under the effects of full force fucking flanking.
Okay.
No creature in this area is going to be able to attack with advantage.
He's got like 12 attacks coming his way.
He is an unwilling creature, just so you know.
Yeah, so
it's run up. Codigan, this will guard you, and cast jail.
Yeah, he's still an unwilling creature.
He can get fucked.
So he gets a con save.
Yes. If he wastes my fucking
15,
spell slot.
He got a 24.
And he wasted my spell slot. I should have stopped as soon as I heard he was an unwilling creature. That was actually
Don doesn't know. Don doesn't know that. That's the thing.
No, he doesn't. But that's still fucking stupid of me.
No, like, I think it's absolutely what Don would do, expecting the Codion to be grateful, and then he just blows it off, and like nothing happens. I think it's perfectly in character.
Yeah, it is.
It's just your first level spell slot, second level spell slot. Like, you've long rested several times, dude. You've got full slots.
Yeah. Yeah, this is true. I guess that's not as bad as it feels like it is.
No.
Fortunately, that's all I've really got.
What's really funny about that is he has to know what you're doing to be an unwilling creature, basically.
This will guard you. God damn it!
Pretty
Not this shit again.
Pretty much. Do you have a bonus action?
No.
Okay.
I know Irithyr got hit, but he's probably
Not
still
very
doing
hard.
okay. I was gonna say he has cold resistance, and as far
Yes.
as I can tell, these fuckers are nothing but cold.
So the Rhymeborn Minotaurs, they're gonna cause some drama.
What am I on?
What are you on?
Yeah, what is this one?
That's one of the Minotaurs.
Oh fuck. Well,
Yeah.
guys, time to roll new characters.
Bye, Kilio.
Yeah. So this guy, he's gonna look over with his like glowing cyan eyes,
Erithir's not worried. Like,
and he's gonna just fucking goring rush Irithyr.
Are you concerned now, Irithyr?
Irithyr, you want to get the fuck out of there, my guy.
how about?
You want to get the fuck out. If that's the wrong kind of tour,
That is a 22 to hit.
No, that's a 3.
Three plus his bonuses.
Yes.
Cool. So that is, I opened the wrong one. Sorry about that. Hang on. That's a 13 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay. He comes charging up.
Good to know what his bonus is, though. That's high.
Yes, it is.
That is very high.
And the one directly beside him that Keelio just dunked on, he's gonna turn around and he's gonna fucking invoke the Northerlies when... What's the range on this?
Oh no.
Each creature within 30 feet. Cool. Boom, 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 boom. Can this guy hit you too? Yes, he can. Cool.
No, fuck.
So I'm gonna need all of you to make 2 Constitution saving throws, and if you fail the first one, you have disadvantage on the second.
How much war banner do we need?
a lot. Wow. Keelio. Look at nobody else roll. Keelio is absolutely going to need the war banner.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What am I rolling?
2d4.
Sorry, I hit that just as you had said.
No worries.
This isn't a cold weather effect, and it's not cold damage.
Oh, it's
So
cold
wait.
damage.
2d4 or how many?
2d4 currently.
There's those two.
Cool. Cool. Okay.
Never mind.
I might be Misty stepping.
So do we still all need to do con saves?
Yes, but wait.
Okay.
Okay. Keelio,
Yeah.
you only take the damage from the second blast, no additional effects. Because you technically failed the second save. But you're immune to the secondary effect. So you take 11 points of cold damage.
Which is halved.
Which will be half, yeah, so it will be
6.
6, thank you. So Dawn, make a second con save. And Lash, I'm gonna need 2 more war banners.
I need to roll for the wolves.
Wait, please. This is really, really, really dangerous, so I need you guys to do this one at a time.
I'm gonna go
I'm
roll first.
I'm gonna use inspiration to, because I.
So okay, well then you can re-roll it. So I'll need 2 more. You're not gonna get that crit.
No, I'm tempted to take advantage on the next one.
If you take advantage on the next one, you've already failed this one, which means you would have disadvantage on the second one.
But given advantage, it would make it even.
Correct.
I'm really not sure what to do here.
Unless you re-roll that, you've already failed the first con save.
I'll re-roll it.
Okay, I need 2 con saves. Okay, second one, please. You have disadvantage because you failed the first one. I'm sorry, friend.
I'm gonna.
This is gonna be really bad. Like, I sincerely apologize. You are about to get fucked. So, for failing the first save, you begin to freeze. Your con is reduced by 2, and you become restrained. Now, you can try to break out of that. At the beginning of your successful turn...
Would his sword give him any kind of benefit for this?
Normally, yes. But hang on. By failing the second save, the DC for the restrain goes up. And because you're affected by the restrain, the following effects occur. By the way, you lose another 2 points of con, because you got hit by the second one. While afflicted by frostbite, meaning negative con scores, your hit points maximum is reduced by 10 per hit, so 20. And you can't heal.
You can't heal that damage, or you can't heal at all?
You can't heal at all.
Oh, okay.
Somehow.
That sounds really...
I mean, he can cast healing magic on other people.
I am instantly in a worse position than Lash has ever been in.
Yeah.
I'm not actually done.
Yeah.
If you keep getting hit with this, it's called frostbite, by the way. If you keep getting hit with this to the point where your maximum HP is reduced to 0, you become a Rhineborn.
I need to get out of here. That'll be one more of these.
Yeah.
My max HP right now is 13.
Oh. Then you're probably down because I still have to roll the cold damage.
This sounds really incredibly strong and broken. Fuck.
I mean, what do you expect? We're the champions.
So,
technically, we've faced worse hordes than this. It's just the secondary effects.
So, you're taking 6 frost damage off the cuff.
Okay.
And then you're taking... This is from the second one. You're taking another 7.
Yeah, I'm down.
So you're down. Okay.
I have lost all of my frontman capabilities.
No. Dawn can't heal.
Dawn can
Dawn is
heal others. No, he's not dead. He's not dead.
No.
He's not dead. You can take the help action to get him up and stabilize him with a medicine check. Or he can pass his death saves. I have this mechanic whittled down to a science because I know you're not going to like it.
I mean, honestly, it's a really interesting mechanic. It's also...
If I don't say he's dead, he's not dead. Don't at me.
Dawn's not dying today.
Yet.
This is a very interesting mechanic, but see also...
I'm curious, how is losing 20 maximum hit points put you down that far? I thought you had like 50-some.
I had 44. Taking off the 20 and then taking off what I had from my con score.
Oh, the con reduction got you. Okay.
My con mod, my HP effectively would have dropped by 14 because I had a constitution modifier of 2.
I see. Okay. No, you did it right. These things are bad. These things are real bad.
Yeah.
Irithyr, I'm gonna need 2 con saves.
Yeah. I might be misstepping out of here.
That's a good plan.
2 more war banners.
Depends on if you miss these steps.
Serious suggestion. Don't even think about it. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just fucking do it.
That's...
If that took me out that easy, you're totally fucking screwed, my fragile friend.
Yeah. I'd need to get Misty Step out of the AoE, wouldn't I?
Yes.
So I'd have to go like 30 feet.
You know you have to go 35 feet.
What's Misty Step's range? It's 30 feet.
So you're actually okay. You can get right to the edge of it. It's like the Guardian Ape. You can get right to the edge of the scream.
Which is getting the fuck out.
Getting the fuck out. Yeah, Kilio, you got real fucking lucky.
So to there.
Yep. Okay. Lash, I need 2 con saves.
I've been thinking this entire time, okay, do I want to use my inspiration for advantage or to re-roll in case, I don't know, I fuck up with an Insidious? So, can I get opinions real fast?
Advantage on the first one will...
Yeah, the failing both is what screws you.
Alright.
Yeah, I failed both pretty badly.
Yeah.
And it's... You can see the effects.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna...
It's good that it's me, because I'm easily the one that will be the least broken up about it.
I mean, you're not dead.
Yeah. And even if I do die, fuck, oh well, I have a new idea.
As always.
I'm gonna use my inspiration for advantage on this first save.
Okay.
Let's go.
You pass.
And I'll need a second save?
Yep.
Plus War Banner.
Is that including the War Banner?
No.
Okay.
For some reason it doesn't roll with saves. Like, I fucked around with my settings and it doesn't help.
You've passed, so roll it again. And you passed again.
Cool.
You're still gonna take some damage.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
You're only taking damage from the second one.
And it's probably
no, you passed, so you don't have disadvantage. So yeah, you're good. This will be half, yes. So 5.
Sweet.
Okay. I'm gonna need 2 con saves from the wolves.
And War Banner.
Yes.
How many War Banners?
Well, 2.
They are
2 for now.
They are really good at these saves because of my companion's bond feature.
So Aurith first. Okay. With the War Banner, Aurith saves.
Okay.
So Aurith only takes the damage from the second blast. which is 4. And then Layla. 2 more Warbanders, please.
Wop wop.
Thank God for Companion's Bond for this.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oof. So even with disadvantage on the second save, Layla passes. So Layla's restrained, con is reduced by 2, and takes the damage. And then the minus 10 maximum HP, and then takes the damage for the first hit. But tanks it. So.
Okay. So
20 damage.
hang on. Reduces con by 2.
Reduces con by 2. Minus 10 max HP. Restrained. She's frozen. She can't heal. And then she takes 20 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay. I think that's everybody?
For up close there, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
What about Bear Man?
It is his turn next. Oh no, you're right, he has to save. You're right. Thank you. He's really good at these. He passes easily. Doesn't even need the War Banner.
Nice. I was about to ask, like, would Lash give the War Banner? Because on the one hand, stranger. On the other hand, he's fighting enemies that Lash is going. Frozen zombies. I can probably assume this is Owl Bitch's fault.
It is now Iron Gate's turn. He's already raging, and he already has Eye of the North active. Let me reflect that on his character sheet.
Cleave. Does he have cleave?
He does not have cleave.
Damn it, that'd be so great.
Have a whirlwind attack.
Not yet. He does, however, have Voice of the Sea.
What?
As a bonus action, you'd let out a roar to sow courage into the hearts of your allies and turn the tide of battle. All friendly creatures within 20 feet of you, including yourself, are affected by the Brave feature and have advantage on the first attack roll on their turn for the next minute.
I have a dumb question.
Yep.
I already have Brave.
Okay, you don't get something extra.
I don't get something extra. Okay.
So.
I felt like that was a good question to ask anyway.
Yep. So you all get Brave, so that's advantage against saves against fear. And your first attack every turn has advantage.
Yo, that's so cool.
Right?
There's too far to get that.
Is this a sustained AoE, or is this more of a...
One and done.
Okay.
And then, for his action... I think he's just gonna stab some bitches. Yeah, he's just gonna stab some bitches.
It's a tried and true strategy.
Oh, not only, I missed this, not only does he have Voice of the Sea, Eye of the North, and Rage active, he's also got Fighting Spirit active. I forgot about that.
This man.
So for his action this turn, he's just gonna fucking hit this man with his giant-ass battle axe. Which I did not put in correctly, so give me just a second.
With advantage.
Yeah, with advantage. But it's not, his weapons aren't put in correctly. Give me 1 second to fix that. Because he uses huge weapons. Oh, that's right, he uses huge weapons. So that's this and this. And this is this. Nope. And then this one is this much. And that's this much. And then this one is actually... This is... this much. I didn't put in his weapons correctly. I'm sorry, chat. There we go. Okay. So this man's... he's got Eye of the North active. When making a weapon attack, your weapon glows with a sheen of frost. You can choose to deal cold damage instead of the weapon's standard damage type. This damage turns immunity into resistance, and resistance into normal damage. Creatures with vulnerability to cold damage take double as normal. He's got Fighting Spirit active. Starting at 3rd level, your intensity in battle can shield you and help you strike true. As a bonus action on your turn, you can give yourself advantage on all weapon attack rolls until the end of your current turn. When you do so, you also gain 5 temporary hit points. Oh, this is not an aura, so he does not have this up currently. My mistake. But he is going to attack. And he's going to attack the biggest enemy in the room, the Codion. The other Codion. So here comes the battle axe.
Strike down the poser.
With a 25 to hit.
Good golly.
He does 16 damage outright. 1 second, please.
In the meantime, ah!
That was very loud.
That was very loud.
Oh, sorry,
But
that wasn't meant to be that loud.
But I understand.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry.
One thing you do not want to happen is the healer going down.
So he hits that man for 16, and then he's going to action surge.
Nice.
Starting at 2nd level, you can push yourself beyond your normal limits for a moment. On your turn, you can take an additional action. So he's going to take the attack action again. And he's going to hit that man again. Boom!
If that Codion puts that on all of these fucking things, we're fucked.
Yep. With advantage, he hits for another 16. And I think that kills it. I think that kills the Frostbitten Codion. Let me check. It does not. So, with his dual wielder feat, he's gonna bring up the Urson Shield Claw. Which misses. He whiffs. So, at the end of his turn, he turns to the people on the beach, through the blood and battle, and unfortunately Dawn is down. He shouts something in Tor.
Arethyr understands Tor.
You understand Tor. He shouts, "Leave me, the bounty needs help." It is Mavu's turn.
Mavu can't get in there right now, but they, through their conversations with Speak with Animals, they understand the allies, and also through their training.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna try and break Dawn out.
Okay. So Mavu can take the help action and break Dawn out and stabilize him.
Yeah, so athletics check to break out?
No.
Break them out?
Just literally use the action.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, help action.
So Dawn, you are stabilized.
Okay.
And you will wake up in 1d4 hours.
Hi.
Okay. Brunyak.
Oh boy, it's my turn now. Because we didn't say otherwise, I assume that I'm on Trivar.
I believe so, yes.
And he has 50 feet movement?
I believe that's right.
Okay.
I'd probably keep him off the difficult terrain in his condition.
Bonk, 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 bonk. Actually, no, we'll end up here with Trivar.
Okay.
And then we're gonna dismount Trivar.
Okay.
Is this area here like above the coast?
Yes.
Okay.
Where you're standing is above the coast.
Okay.
It slopes
I mean,
down.
But going further, like up that way, would be
Higher elevation, yes.
more okay. And it's difficult terrain, so
Correct.
we're gonna get up to here.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna pull out that composite longbow,
Yup.
and we're gonna snipe at these boys right down here.
Okay. So the Minotaurs.
Yes.
Okay.
So, bop.
Does not hit.
That's awful.
Yes, it is.
Second attack.
Misses.
What the hell? I'm in shock right now. That was awful.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
I think screw it. Let's action surge. See if that does any better.
Okay.
Nuffle
Bop.
says no.
That will hit.
Woo. I don't know why it's auto rolling the damage, but
Oh well.
oh well.
Everyone just kind of like check your sheets in the settings, I guess.
I believe it changed with an update, a recent update.
Probably.
Yeah, even on my on all of my sheets, it changed to
Auto roll damage. Yep. Okay, go ahead and fire that longbow if you're gonna shoot again.
Aw.
Drop it.
Damn it.
Yeah. Sorry, friend. It is the Frostbitten Goliath's turn.
Who's faster, he or I?
They got 11.
Hmm.
What do you have?
16.
Dex?
Yep.
Okay. Good call. Virga, you're up.
Right, so let's see if we can get around here real quick.
I assume you're coming down, so I'm gonna move Scout down.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what I can see.
Oh,
Can I
good.
get down there? Sorry, I'm working without a mouse at the moment, so 1 second. Yeah. So, Popcorn's gonna dash.
Okay. Nyong.
I have a question about, Catapult.
The spell?
Yes.
Go on.
So, the spell says, let me link it for you so you can read it, but...
Thank you. So, as written, choose one object weighing 1 to 5 pounds within range that isn't being worn or carried. The object flies in a straight line up to 90 feet in a direction you choose before falling to the ground, stopping early if it impacts against a solid surface. If the object would strike a creature, that creature must make a dex save. On a failed save, the object strikes the target and stops moving. When the object strikes something, the object and what it strikes each take 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
So, my question is, if there's multiple dudes in that line, and it missed the first one, would it keep going to the second?
Yes.
Cool! I'm gonna do that.
Okay. So...
And I'm just gonna send it straight down the line in front of me.
A Tor, dex save.
Just like a huge chunk of snow.
He immediately fails.
Okay.
Then he gets beamed for 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
Correct.
I love the idea that the catapult is just Scout.
Nice.
You just put Scout in the gauntlet, overload it, and fire him like a Beyblade.
Nice.
Overloaded fire like a Beyblade. Ah!
Okay?
Heckin'.
And then Scout just floats back to you.
What the fuck, room speaker?
Yeah, right. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay.
I'm not
Wait,
entirely
no,
sure what
no,
you were planning
it's
to
not.
accomplish there.
No, sorry, it is.
Okay. The Frostbitten Goliaths are going to wail on Iron Gate. So that is 3 Great Axe attacks. Bop, bop, bop.
I have a dumb question.
Yeah?
Do these Goliaths have markings I recognize?
Not at this distance and not with this chaos. They have giant chunks of ice hanging out of them.
That's fair.
They're flanking, so they have advantage, which means only one of them hits.
Damn.
Oh, well.
So that is 2d8 plus 5 slashing damage. Half to 7. Because Iron Gate don't give a damn. And then the humans are, let's see, 3 more attacks on Iron Gate. Bop, bop, bop. With advantage, only 2 hit, but one of them is a critical. 3d8 plus 10. So that would be 8, half to 4, and then 14 plus 5 is 19, half to
10.
10. So a total of 14. Okay. Top of the round. I need to see... What? What?
Wait, I'm confused by that math.
It was 2 attacks. I just rolled all the damage at once.
Ah.
So top of the round,
Okay.
I need to see if they get the frostbite back. Good news! They don't.
Oh god.
Thank the
Irithyr,
gods.
So,
at the end of your turn, you get your speed back.
all right. He's gonna shout into her, "What do you mean the bounty needs help?"
Yeah, he responds, "The bounty of the deeps, our home. It's overrun."
I see. Then he's gonna shout out in common, "Everyone stand back."
Oh, fuck. Yep, okay, good.
So, I actually need to ask a question about this. This is... Hold on. I need to get my... This area is water, right?
Any given square is both ice and water.
Cool. Wall of Fire specifies I can do a ring.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna put a ring around this big fella in the middle, hitting all the targets around him.
Ring around the Iron Gate.
Okay. Do you have a ring to put in?
I don't have a token, no.
Okay.
Ring around the bear folk.
It
Fear
specifies it can
is a
be
slow
up to,
poke.
It specifies it can be up to 20 feet in diameter, so I have enough space to get
you
this
do.
around him.
Yeah, you do. And it hits everything within 10 feet of it?
The initial hit hits everything it spawns on. At the end of each creature's turn, if it's within 10 feet, it takes the damage.
Okay. So you're just gonna hit that ring around the boy. Okay. What do they have to make?
It is a dex save.
Okay. There are 6 humans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is your save?
15.
Exactly one of them passed. Good
All
job,
right.
friend. That's probably not gonna save you. In that ring, there is one one Minotaur. He passes.
All right.
There are 3 Goliaths and a Codion. 2 Codions, excuse me.
The damage is facing outwards of the ring,
1,
just
2,
for the sake of
3.
it, so
Yep.
the guy in the middle doesn't get hit.
Understood. 2 of the Goliaths pass.
Uh-huh. Want me to go ahead and roll the damage?
Give me just a second because I want my full attention on that when you do it.
All right.
And then 2 Codion. 1 passes. Okay, go ahead and roll the damage.
All right.
Roll it twice.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
You asked for it.
I did. So with 42 points of damage...
Yeah, bitches.
I'm pretty sure the humans are toast. Yeah, the humans are all toast. I'm gonna move this.
No, they're all steam now.
Yes, actually. Like, literally. Even the dude who saved is fucking steam.
Like, they don't have corpses, they're just gone.
Pretty much.
God, I guess there's no examining these Goliaths then.
Let's see. The Goliaths might survive.
They're also gonna start their turn in the ring, so they're gonna take damage from that.
Yeah, they are. What's half of 40? 21. I'm a dingus. Okay.
Yeah.
That's 21. This dude's taking the full damage. This dude's taking 21. The Minotaur, of which there is 1, saves for half, so he's gonna take 21. The Codion, of which there are 2, has that much health. Did these guys get dunked on a little bit? Yes, they did. Okay. Is he still up? He is still up. The other guy takes full damage. He is dead? No, not quite. Okay. Good fucking turn, Irithyr.
And then he just says in Tor, then we'll help them together.
Alright, take inspiration. Lash.
I'll pass it off because I've got inspiration.
I don't have any.
Take it, Kilio.
I actually...
Lash, you need to make a save.
Oh, right. Fuck. So, wait. Someone mentioned me and inspiration, I think? What?
Wait, what are the exact rules for the proc of Ring of
If you
Fire?
start your turn within 10 feet of it, you have to make the save.
End your turn, and it's automatic full damage. No save.
End your turn.
Yes.
Back up, Lash.
If you start inside it, it's at the start of your turn.
Gotcha.
What? I'm so confused.
I'm glad I
End
caught
your
that.
turn 1 square further away.
I plan to. I was going to ask. I want to get Dawn the well, the radius of fucking is still occurring with the ice, right?
What?
No, I think that's a one and done.
Yeah, it's a one and done.
From the...
And there really isn't anything Lash can do to help with the with Dawn right now, right?
He's stable. He's stable.
Unless you have a way to return his constitution.
Yeah, that's true. If you've got Resto,
I do not know.
Lesser or greater?
I think you
Lesser.
need greater to restore ability scores.
do you? Ooh.
I do not think I have that.
I know
Wait,
you.
Nope, I don't.
I know you don't have greater.
I don't
Greater's
even
like a 5th level spell. You'd have to be
Yes.
like a 17th level paladin.
I constantly have Lesser Restoration prepared because of my Paladin Oath.
Lesser restoration not gonna help you.
Fair.
All I have to do is become conscious again. I can fix myself.
No, you can't. You can't heal.
Lesser Resto isn't healing. Or Greater Resto.
You have greater Resto?
Yeah, it's
What?
a 5th level spell.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
How do you have 5th level spells?
Because I'm a 7th
Wait.
level cleric.
7th level gives you fourth level spells.
It's telling me I have 5th. Or 4th. I'm... Fucking ignore me.
Okay. Lash,
Do
what are you doing?
have Greater Redstone?
No, he doesn't. Lash, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I was thinking Dawn is down and stabilized, but if that attack goes off again, Dawn doesn't get a chance to make his saves. Lash doesn't know what a save is, but she knows if that attack goes off again and Dawn is within its range, it might be game over.
Fair.
I'm just trying to think if there's a way for Lash to be able to use the War Pig to move Dawn, because Dawn is bigger than Lash significantly.
You have a telepathic bond with it.
Yeah.
Oh, the War Pig. I think you said War Pick.
Yeah, the pig.
I was like, yeah, just slam it into his skull.
War bacon.
You can telepathically communicate with the War Pig. If you want to tell the War Pig to bite down on Dawn's cloak and pull him back, the War Pig can do it.
Yeah, then Lash is basically going to, like, telepathically tell the War Pig, get Dawn out of here.
Yeah, he can get there.
It works.
Okay.
You've got
progress.
Yeah. You've still got your action and bonus action.
Yep.
I have 2 attack actions. This guy's within.
Wait. Aren't I restrained? Can't I not move?
No, Mevo broke you out.
Mevo broke you out of
Yeah,
it.
maybe you broke you. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mevo broke you out and stabilized you.
And now War Bacon is trying to get you the fuck out.
War Bacon.
I'm trying to remember how reach weapons work. I can hit this guy, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna hit him twice, and on the second one, smite.
Well, we'll see if you hit, first of all.
Fair.
You might want to smite on the first one.
You never know.
Fucking whip. There it is.
That deals force damage, doesn't it?
Yes,
Yep.
it does. Both hit, and the second one is a crit. I think I know which one you're smiting on.
Yes. I'm second level smiting this fucker. Fuck him.
Roll damage.
Die.
That's what? 3d8 times 2, 68.
Okay, hang on, Lash. Nope. Okay, yep. With the smite, you kill him.
Sweet.
Boop. Okay, you still have your bonus action.
And movement. Don't forget movement.
I really want to get out of this.
Yeah. I'm going to turn my ass around and go.
You don't want to use your bonus action?
I mean, I'm trying to think of what I could do on a bonus action.
Healing word.
Ready another smite?
No.
I don't have healing word.
Lay on hands.
Did you use a spell slot smite or just divine smite?
Divine smite, but isn't that a spell slot?
It is, yes.
No, but I mean like an actual smite spell.
Cookie means a spell.
No,
Yeah.
I did not.
Okay.
You could lay on hands Layla, because she got kind of hurt.
Nope, she can't heal. She can't heal.
Oh, wait, I thought it was only if you got hit by 2 that you can't heal.
No, it's if you lose the con at all, you can't heal.
Okay.
If you get hit by 1, it makes subsequent hits much worse.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, Layla only failed one, didn't she?
Layla only got hit. Layla only failed 1, but she, like, even when you fail, you take the damage. Or even when you succeed, you take the damage.
She saved on the second one, so she shouldn't have taken the con.
No, each one depletes
Each
your con.
one depletes con.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, Dawn took a -4 to con. Layla took a -2 to con. Dawn got fucked by that. So yeah, Lash, I recommend getting the fuck out.
That's the plan. I am Audi 5000.
Cool. Nyom. Okay.
Gonna wanna...
I cannot dash, but oh fucking well.
Okay.
Might want to get a little further than that.
Yeah, you can. You can get up to there.
Then yeah, Lash is gonna get as far as she can.
Okay. The Bolter is going to attack Runyak again because he did not like that move.
Wait, what?
Did you just call me Runyak?
Yes, I did. Here. Fuck. 11 to hit.
Get fucked.
Does
Are
not
you
hit.
sure you're not doing this on purpose?
No, I'm not doing it on fucking purpose! Fuck. Telio.
Okay. Can Layla break herself out, or does she need help getting out of that?
Let me check. At the end of each of Layla's turns, she can attempt to make the con save again to break out.
Okay, no. fuck. Layla's gonna delay initiative.
Layla's already below you.
Layla's gonna delay initiative again.
Okay.
Be below Orith.
Okay.
Orith is gonna try to break her out, and then they're both gonna leave out of the fire range. I'm gonna command Orith to do this.
Okay. Orith, make an athletic check with advantage because the fire is helping.
Okay. I
Might want to use that inspiration, Kilio.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Wait, it's an athletics check if you get hit by 1, but it's
No.
just an action if you get hit by 2.
No. It is a con save to break yourself out. It's an athletics check to break someone else out.
Mavu just... Okay, wait.
Yeah, Mavu
broke.
used the help action because Dawn was down. That's the difference. You can use the help action on a down character. Layla's not down.
Okay.
Fuck!
Seems a little fishy, but okay.
What? Fishy what? What?
I just don't understand why being downed makes it easier.
Mavu instantly broke Dawn out. That's what Irithir is. I
Yes,
feel like Mavu should have made some kind of check there.
The short answer is player safety.
Fair.
Okay.
Like, frankly, I'm trying to give you guys every advantage. Because you were down, and I knew you wanted to get out of there, and I wanted to avoid hostility, I'm saying it's a help action if they're down. If they're not down, they can break out with a save themselves, or somebody can help them with an athletic check.
Okay.
Again, I have this milled down to a fine powder. Because it sucks.
So, Orith is I'm going ahead and saying this before I take my turn, because I move before them, so I have no way to interact with this myself. This happens after I move.
Actually, Orith might have this before you spend inspiration because we're forgetting about the war banner.
That's fair.
Oh, sorry.
Not your fault. None of us called it either.
Yeah, none of us called it. We forgot about it.
So remark your inspiration, Kilio.
I just need to write war banner like somewhere in my bedroom, like in big black marker or some shit. Or my arm, maybe even.
Alternatively, hang an actual war banner.
That's not that's not enough with the war banner.
Damn.
So since Orith is unable to, I think he struggles a bit and then steps back away from the fire himself and continues to try and help.
Okay.
But Layla's not going to be able to move at the end of her turn.
I mean, Kilio can get her out.
Kilio moves before Orith does.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to try and take out this Minotaur.
This is why we have an initiative order.
Yes. I should have followed that. I apologize. Anyway.
So if there is a chance that Orith is not going to be able to do this, Kilio should do it. And then Orith can take Orith's turn. Like the initiative order states. So frankly, none of that happened.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, can I? Kilio's not very athletic.
I'm gonna go check something while you think through your move.
Could I? I was gonna ask you a question, but no, go ahead.
I need to go check on a thing. I'll be right back.
I don't know if Kilio could deal enough damage to the ice itself to break it.
Well, I mean, if it's an athletics check, there's always the chance that Kilio just rolls better.
True.
Plus, you still have your inspiration.
Yes. Orith's athletic is so much better than Kilio's. He just rolled like shit.
What do you mean he rolled like shit? None of that happened.
If Kilio fails, Orith can still try.
Yeah.
If Kilio and Orath are doing it together, would that confer advantage, do you think?
It might. I'll have to ask when they get back, but I think it would.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm back.
So, I'm
Yes,
gonna use.
Everything is fine.
I know what
the
I'm gonna do.
The thing that I was worried about did not come to pass, so we're good. Go on.
I know what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Let me double check the wording on this spell. Okay, yeah, this would work. I'm not going to attack this turn, but I can hold this for concentration. I'm gonna cast Zephyr Strike so my movement doesn't provoke opportunities, because there's 2 people here.
Okay.
And Kilio's going to move over to Layla and try to break her out herself. She commanded Orith to help her. Would that confer any kind of advantage?
Yeah, it would absolutely confer advantage.
Could I have Orith do the check?
No.
Okay. Bit of a stretch, but I thought I could ask.
Got it.
Okay, and that constituted my action, correct?
Yes. You could jump on Orith and all 3 of you get to clear.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Zoop. 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 Okay. Dawn, roll a d4.
Oh, shoot, that was wrong. Let me click.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cock tease you like that. I just remembered that you can't heal. So you will wake up in 4 long rests.
Wait, 4 long rests?
No, wait.
What?
You mean,
Wait,
you
no,
mean 4 hours?
No, I
You
mean...
said 1d4 hours earlier.
Yes, because I literally just said... Nightfall, you're starting to piss me off. I literally just said, I forgot you can't heal. He would wake up with 1 HP in 1d4 hours if he could heal. But he can't. So he had. So
I see that the miscommunication came in the fact that it's not just magical healing.
Exactly.
Hmm.
So
Dawn can't heal.
you will
period.
regain a point of con. No, actually, you'll be all right because when 1 long rest. So when you regain a point of con, your max HP will increase and your base HP will increase, and so you'll wake up. So you will wake up in 1 long rest. I apologize.
You only
I think he needs 2 points of con for his base HP to increase, doesn't he?
Depends on what his original was.
That's true.
Because you only increase in HP when your con mod goes up.
That is true.
Right now, I'm at 11, so I need 1.
So you did 1.
All right.
So in 1 long... So again, that is my bad. Normally, yes, you would wake up in 1d4 hours with 1 HP. But you can't heal. So you have to spend long rest to get your con back. And then that will wake you up. So in 1 long rest, you'll get your con back. And then in 3 long rest, your con will be back to normal and you won't have to curse anymore. 3 long rest beyond that, I should say.
Until then, I've lost all my front manpower.
More or less.
Yeah, like Dawn, he's got no HP.
This is Arl's thing. She fucks your con.
As we have experienced.
You know what? Now I have a personal mission of finding a way to fuck her con during the fight.
Right? But yes, I'm very sorry for making you roll that d4. I didn't mean to cock tease you. That was a genuine mistake. Again, Nightfall. Boy. Anyway.
I'm not trying to be combative. I understand that's what it seems like, but
I think we all reacted to that one, Kit.
Yeah, no, fair.
Yeah, and you specifically called me out.
You were the loudest. But fair is fair. Anyway, I am sorry, Dawn. That was my mistake. And yes, this is a really bad effect, which is why I'm only rolling for it at the top of every round instead of per character like I should. So. It's a Minotaur's turn.
Yeah, with that out of the way.
With effects like these, I don't believe for a second we won't end up If that boat even has people on it still, if these things are there.
I will put it this way: the city is down to single digits.
Oh.
Yeah. So the Minotaur in the ring takes full damage automatically.
Yes.
Could you roll that, please?
Yeah.
I hope you,
You
roll it twice.
Yep. Was about to ask. That's 41.
41. Let me see if that's enough to kill him. It might be. It is not. Okay. Alright, so the other two are within 10 feet.
So it's at the end of their turn.
It's at the end of their turn. They're going to move away. They're going to attack Virga.
Okay.
So they're going to come up here. And they're going to stomp Virga into paste.
They're gonna try.
Yes, they are.
He's still in range.
Is he? Oh, well, good thing these things are stupid. They're technically mindless.
I'd argue that guy's out of range because it's moving from the center of the squares.
No, it's in that Goliath square, so it would hit him.
All right.
Which is good for you guys. Firga, I'm assuming
Yes.
a 15 doesn't hit you,
Correct.
but a natural 20 does.
Oof.
So you're gonna take 25 points of slashing damage. You get hammered. Okay, that's gonna be their turn. This Minotaur is going to attack Iron Gate. Yeah. Oh, wait, he's gonna hit him with a 25. That's gonna hit for sure. So that's gonna be 23 points of damage, halved to 12. Iron Gate is not looking good. On the plus side, it is Iron Gate's turn.
The Minotaurs take damage then.
Yes, you are correct.
You need me to roll it again?
It's automatic?
Yeah.
So it would be another 41.
Okay.
So... Ooh. This guy's toast. Boop. Okay, it is Iron Gate's turn. Iron Gate needs a target.
He is safe in the center.
He is safe in the center. He is going to... He's going to go for a twofer. Let's see if you can do this, Iron Gate. First attack on the Minotaur directly below him. Hits. Kills him. And then he's going to bring the Codion Shield Claw up with his offhand. He's got dual-wielder feet. What is the AC on these guys? Because he might hit, I'm not sure. Let me check. He hits, and it kills it. So he kills the Goliath. Or no, yeah, whatever. He kills that guy too. Okay.
He got the twofer.
He got the twofer. So yeah, he's whinging, but he's not moving out of the fire. He knows better. But I think he says, the tall one, he lives.
Nod
What do
from
they say it in?
or-
Common or
Tor.
Yeah, Aerith will respond.
He doesn't say the tall one.
Will.
He says the brother. He says the brother, he lives. So what do you say right there?
He will.
Okay, that's gonna be his turn. Mevu.
Like looking over at Dawn, seeing that he's breathing at
Yeah,
least.
He's breathing. He's stable. He's not bleeding
Yeah.
out. Mevu. I think that was technically a Codion, not a Goliath, but he still killed it. It's fine. Anyway.
I think maybe it goes way after Killion initiative.
Yeah. You could help Firga get sneak attack on this guy.
Yeah, I think that's what we'll do.
That's difficult terrain. Oh, but you have 40 feet.
50
You're good.
feet.
Boop.
50 feet.
Get in there.
I can get here, because the scout's just floating.
Yep, true.
And...
Bite that Minotaur!
That's still out of range of the
Fire.
Advantage
the
pack
wall
tactics.
fire too.
Advantage pack tactics. Does that? Yeah, no, that works. Yeah, that hits. Roll damage and sneak attack.
Woo!
I have a feeling that Minotaur is dead, but let me check for science. That Minotaur is dead!
She just comes up and rips its head off.
Yes, totally. Which means the Minotaurs are out of initiative.
Woo!
We got there.
One
Progress.
threat gone.
We kind of did it. Somewhat. We're starting to do it.
Runyak.
Hello, it is Runyak.
Attack.
Bonus action, pick back up the bow.
Yup.
I think you
And-
could have done that on your previous turn.
He could have, yeah.
Eh. I don't really have much else to do with my bonus action, so we're gonna
Shoot the Goliath.
I got a different plan here, Chief.
Think we'll shoot the Goliath? Okay.
Think this might be close enough. It is. It even is. Haha.
What
Well,
do you-
seeing how well the Cauldron of Fire is doing,
Yeah, right.
but let's go with some more fire magic.
Okay.
Down at this boy off to the side, we're gonna throw a produce flame ball at him.
Do it. You won't.
Bonk.
That hits. Roll damage twice.
Bonk. Bonk.
He's dead.
Woo!
Missed. So there's 2 humans, 3 Goliaths, and 1 Kodion remaining.
That's it for me, Chief.
Okay. Virga.
Dumb question.
Yes?
So I'm gonna
Go
go ahead.
on. Who cast the thing that put Dawn down?
The
was-
Minotaurs. The Rhineborn Minotaurs.
But I wouldn't put it past the others to have that ability as well.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. Because on the one hand, okay, it could have been a Tor thing, but at the same time, it could just be these things being connected to Frosty bitch up in the sky.
You'll find out at the top of the initiative count.
Oh God.
So Firga's gonna back up here,
Okay.
turn to face straight down. Popcorn's gonna do that like hoof scrape wind up kind of thing.
Yep.
Charge!
Okay. Roll your attack.
Well, first Popcorn gets one because
Yup.
he's gonna ram him.
Yup.
You
But wait, I am a ram.
get War Banner. Do you need it?
Yeah, probably.
Du-du-du-du-du-du-du. Bonk.
Okay.
Damage knuckle.
Yep. With a Goblin 26, that hits.
Okay, so that's do with the ram. That's okay.
Now for you.
Okay. Cool. Okay, he's not dead.
Okay, that's okay because I'm gonna follow it up with my hammer.
Do it. Bonk. Add a +1 to it. I think that +1 might have pushed you over. Nope, you didn't need it, but you still hit. Roll damage. Okay, that might kill him. Let me check his total. He's not dead yet.
Bonk number 2.
Okay.
Whoosh, number 2.
With the Goblin 23, you hit, roll damage.
Also, you
He's
mentioned actually hanging a war banner in my room, and that's actually a really sick idea. I would just need to figure out how to make Dark Driver's war banner.
And then you're gonna peel out again?
Yes.
So that you don't melt?
Absolutely.
Boop.
Let's see, that was 5, 10, yeah, I can get there.
Okay.
Oh, I'd also like to use, second wind.
Yep.
Good
The
plan.
Rhineborn Goliaths are starting their turn in the Ring of Fire, so if you would, please.
Crispy!
Oof.
Twice.
Twice. Oof. Oof. Oh
Wait.
dear.
Wait, how is your second wind only +2? It adds your fighter level.
I was about to say.
Does it? That's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think you just
add that
rolled your hit
manually.
die.
This man's is dead. This man's is also dead. Once again, Erythir Galstacia doing fucking work.
It's not my fault these guys are vulnerable to fire.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
It's almost like they're made of ice or something.
The humans... They're gonna try to fuck you up, Erythir.
Okay.
If they can get there.
Does Erythir have cover because of Orith and Lash?
He's got 50%. Here comes a ice spear. It's a straight up spear. Oh wait, 50%. Roll to be 100. Gotta be about 50. One hit. So actually, yeah, it's gonna be the Frost Bolt,
Okay.
which is a natural 1. Good job, you piece of shit, Rhineborn. All right, top of the round. Do they get their shit back? No.
Were there any humans in the radius?
No, he was behind it and he moved.
Okay.
Your only 2 targets are over here.
Yeah.
And here.
Oh! Fuck me. Okay, I didn't take his turn. Give me a second.
I can't see anything underneath that.
There's nothing underneath that.
Oh, something I forgot to mention. For some reason, my dark vision doesn't seem to be working on this map.
What?
When I was down next to
There you
the
go.
2... Thank you.
Anyway, the other Kodion didn't go. He's gonna try to hurt Erythir too. No, go. He's gonna dash. You guys can swing at him if you like.
Yep. Wait, which of us can swing at him?
Lash,
Orith.
Runiak, and Virga.
And Orith.
And Dora.
Crap.
Well, I currently have my bow out, so I'm just gonna try and punch him.
You can't with a bow.
No, I'm gonna say I'm gonna punch him.
Oh, that hits, Kilio. Virga hits, and Lash hits,
Die.
and Runiak hits. Okay, so that's, let me check out this damage. So that's plus 16, plus 8, plus 2, plus 10. What's your strength score, Runiak?
+5.
So you have 20 strength?
Yeah.
Crime and Nitley. So plus 6, plus 11 from Lash. This man's... He's
Him
still,
dumb.
he's still alive, actually.
What the shit?
After all of that?
Yeah. Anyway, Erythir, it's your turn.
It's incredible.
He's not gonna attack?
He dashed.
He died.
Oh, okay. Perfect. He gets whipped and mauled on the way over here, and then when he gets up to Erythir, he just gets shock and grasp.
Nice. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Shock this man. Shock this man.
Oh, he's got a full turn order before he can do shit.
That hits. That hits.
This man is not smart.
I mean, he's a mindless undead. What do you expect? All right. So your shotgun grabs hits. You got anything else?
No, major armor's in action.
Okay.
I think that's it for me.
Lash.
I have a target right the fuck next to me. He's getting the whip.
The whip. Do it.
And he just might get the nene.
2 points off of
I was gonna
Valorous.
say that.
You hit though. Roll damage.
Does that kill him?
It does not.
Then I'm gonna do it again.
Do it. You won't.
Fuck this man.
Would you like that one or that one?
I've done that twice now.
Yes, you have. Roll damage.
Regardless, sir, with all due respect, fucking die. Go back to where you belong in.
He is dead.
Excuse you, sir. I kindly request that you totally fuck off. What?
Okay.
He did.
As he should be.
Pew. On Irithyr. 16 to hit.
Do I want a Misty Step? Because that hits. Actually, no, I'll shield.
Okay.
So, no, that does not
turn.
hit.
Kelio.
Okay, so he shoots. He's getting one back with advantage due to Zephyr Strike being held on concentration.
Yes.
War banner, bitches.
He just made a device. Can I try to take his whole head off?
You can do a call shot on his head, yeah?
With advantage.
Okay.
Uh,
A dirty 30. Roll damage.
he's getting marked as my favorite foe. I need to roll one more d6.
Yup. Boom.
Oh shit.
that man is headless. That man.
Okay, I get another attack. I'm hitting the other one. It's not with advantage, and it doesn't get Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
This one's just a shot.
Just a shot.
Just a shot.
Just a shot, like you're not Kelio fucking Wolfwalker. That hits.
Let's see. Let me unmark favorite foe.
He's not dead.
He's not dead.
Okay. Alright.
Actually, wait. I have one more thing to do. I'm gonna get off of Orth.
Okay.
And I still have my bonus action,
Yep.
so I can command them. Could Layla and Orth work together to like heft Dawn up? Because we want to get out of here. Actually, wait, no. There's one guy left.
Okay, there's one guy left.
And then you could just have Iron Gate do it. Maybe.
Chomp.
Okay, he's gonna run down and do a chomp. Do it. I don't think that hit. I just not
do
hit.
Do I have the War Banner here?
No, you do not.
No, he's out
I
of range.
do.
No, you don't.
30 feet. Wait, what's the feet? What's the range on it?
Homie, I'm looking at the aura. The stream is looking at the aura. Orth is not in the aura.
He isn't.
What? Huh.
The diagonals are actually farther than.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep.
okay. Okay, well that's his turn.
Okay, Layla.
Layla's gonna come help him and get that pack tactics.
And get that back tactics. That hits. Roll damage. That man is dead. Good job. You defeated your first encounter with the Rhineborn.
Are we out of initiative or
We're out of initiative.
drop concentration on the wall of fire?
Cool.
Does anyone know anything about medicine? Because Dawn is currently that messed up.
And it's an Iron Gate that comes over. The ice is like falling off of his axe as he walks up.
I think Gilly like moves closer to Dawn, just trying to figure out what to do.
Is he alright?
It's
In Tor, Iron Gate says, I am grateful.
Earther just looks at him and nods.
He must be taken to Whispered Word. But the way is treacherous.
To Firga, I think. Kilio
We've
goes.
seen our fair share of treachery so far on our journey.
I think with one big like clawed bare hand, the Codion gestured back at the corpses in the water.
There's not corpses there. They
Only the ones died from fire turned to mist. Actually.
fair,
Yeah, there's still all the other ones.
Which, to be fair, is quite the majority of them, but...
Yeah. But yeah, he just gestures back behind him. When you say we've seen our share of treacherous, and he says, "You have not faced the Rhymeborn. If you did, he would stand."
What are they? I've never seen their like before.
Monsters.
Obviously.
Whispered Word can tell you more. I am only a preserver.
Can you guide us?
He shakes his head. As I am. I could not make it to Whispered Word. I was sent away. To find help. The bounty is overrun.
That you found help.
If Whispered Word lives, the bounty of the deeps is a day, and he points up the beach. That way. There are more of these, and worse.
I think at that, he just turns to Kilio. Wolfwalker. We're going to need your wolf's help to get Dawn.
I know.
To our destination.
It's gonna be hard. But
The pig can help as well.
I think she looks to Orith and Layla.
What are you discussing? Still in Tor.
We will find your bounty.
Very well. And he just walks over, and he just fucking picks up Dawn in a fireman's carry.
Wow.
Just straight up, just throws his arm over his shoulder, puts one arm between his legs, and just stands up with him like Kratos.
Not a single one of you should be surprised. The Urson folk are of equal size and greater or more balanced build.
That's terrifying.
So, what's the plan?
What were you two talking about?
From what I understand,
I have to. There's a soup Alma makes. I have to try it again. I keep fucking it up. I have to try it again. It might help Dawn.
has anyone performed a medicine check to see exactly what's going on with him?
No, but the Codion seems to know something.
Yeah. We'll need to get help from him at the bounty, he said.
Bounty. What's that?
I assume it is... What's the word I'm looking for? It's not residence, it's not habitat.
Domicile?
Not quite, but that works.
Settlement?
Settlement, that's it.
Thank you.
Whatever it is. The Codion has Dawn. I don't know if Killian knows that word. If
Dawn literally yelled it earlier.
Yeah, he did.
If the Codion has Dawn, we need to move.
Yes.
And Fast. No, not fast. Stealthily. We don't want to be ambushed by these things.
Alright.
I can't do that wall again for a while.
The Kodian says, I cannot understand you. Silentor.
I think to noticing that he's not speaking anything else, but to Irithyr, he's speaking a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Ask him what other languages he knows.
Are there any other tongues you can speak?
That of the sea, the wind, the earth. I know a few words of the glacier men, my own tongue, and this one.
So what I glean from that is he knows a few dialects of Primordial.
And
Which-
Runyak's language.
A little bit
Okay.
of a little bit of
Rehegic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't understand any of that, but it sounds like you might be translating for us. Hi, Diviner.
Virga.
If any of you know Primordial and Rehegic.
Killer shakes her head.
Hmm.
Hi, Kilio.
If we're gonna be moving stealthily, your armor may cause problem. I don't know if Lashes does as well.
Lashes is full plate, I believe, but I don't know if there's. It's it's not.
Firstborn armor negates the stealth disadvantage.
Does it?
Does it?
It's not. It's not full mithril, so.
Lash? Is it marked on your sheet?
I'm checking now.
I'm almost certain you said that before. And even if that's not the case, she can just helmet fire it. And
True.
I believe it was. I believe the first time negating stealth disadvantage was when I mentioned mithril armor having that.
Correct.
I feel like it was also mentioned with Lashes, but I don't have it specifically marked
If
anywhere.
it's
on
not
the
marked, then it disadvantage on stealth, unless you recall it into your helmet.
All right. Oh well.
Alright,
But Firgus is more of a problem.
yeah, I'm looking at what I can do to mitigate
Ilio's
that.
gonna take out the role of Firstborn.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
I don't know how special this armor is to you, but do you mind?
It won't do me any good if we're ambushed. I mean, it will, it just less so.
Our party's not quite suited for stealth, Wolfwalker.
I can help with that.
So yeah, Firga's looking over the armor, looking at all the different points she can put the tape on to try and mitigate the clanging.
Yep.
Killia will help.
Yep. Make a Smith's tools check, or a Tinker's tool check. Excuse me.
With what stat?
You would have advantage, and then you would get the war banner as well, which is a 3. Good.
What stat?
Oh, thank you. You're intuiting, so wisdom. Kilio, you're not rolling. You're conferring advantage to Firga.
Oh, wait.
You're helping. That confers advantage.
I thought I was the one putting the tape on her. Okay.
They said Tinker's check. Do you have Tinker's?
I do, yeah.
Oh.
I thought I was the one putting it on Firga. Firga was just pointing out the different places.
So then Firga's helping you, which gives you a dirty 30.
Jeez!
So yeah, Firga, you can remove the stealth penalty from your armor, but the stealth shell has the fragile quality.
Okay.
How much of the roll did that use up?
Firga's wearing plate?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A third.
Mm.
So the Kodan's just like kneeling in the snow with Dawn over his shoulders in like a parade dress position, just watching Keelio.
Do you, while they're working on that, I think Firga's like, "Hey, you've got a name?" She says to the Kodion and then glances to Irithyr like,
Irithyr will translate.
Okay. Looks up, like looks at Firga, looks at Irithyr, kind of nods like, you're translating. He nods again. He looks at Firga, but in Tor, he says, he says something that doesn't make any sense. And then he says the Tor words for Iron Gate.
Iron Gate.
Nods.
That was Irithyr using in common for Firga's sake.
My mistake.
Mm-hmm.
she'd go with the Tor word, I just don't know what it is. Well, I guess it wouldn't be that. Nah, she'll go with common Iron Gate.
Okay.
She had a good one, Lord. Don't suppose you could tell us how you found yourself in this situation? Like,
Irithyr will just, for the sake of it, Irithyr will translate anything people say to him.
Yep. He spends a long time just repeating Firga's name. Like, more than a minute. Like, while Keelio was working, he's just sitting there repeating Firga's name. And then eventually he nods. And what was the question?
How he wound up alone here.
Yeah,
Like,
so Irithyr translates that, and Iron Gate says, I told you. I was sent away. The bounty is overrun.
Alright, he was sent to find help.
I see. And I suppose there's not a lot of time to stand around.
And looking at Irithyr, he says, myself, Stone Path, and High Tower. Each to a different wind.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. If we need to get to the bounty, don't suppose you could tell us where it is?
And again, Irithyr...
It's along the coast.
Yeah. And he just points, like, left on this map.
Yep.
Whatever we do, it's going to be a hard fight without Dawn.
Hey. What healing do we have to work with?
I know healings. I know a spell to summon a healing spirit. It'll
I have potions if people need them.
I have potions and the draughts.
I think we all have potions thanks to Dawn.
Hey.
Alright.
So we carry his healing with us.
I am able to mimic a fraction of his power if need be.
I have something, but it'll take time, extensive amounts of it, and energy.
This is what we have potions for.
Oh, damnation, I can't get Iron Gate to go to the back. Oh, bro, probably because the others are on the map layer. Duh. Keep talking.
Nothing up here is ever easy for us.
Nods.
Especially
about-
these days.
So what are we going to do? Head that way, hope dawn comes to before we get there?
What we could do... What we could do...
We need to get him to...
We need to know what we're dealing with as well.
There we go, I fixed it.
What did he say the person's name was who could help Dawn?
Whispered Word.
He said Whispered Word could help us. Could help him.
And knowing our luck, he'll probably be on the bounty, eh?
Can you ask him here there?
That's what I gleaned.
Then we go close to the bounty. Make an encampment. I could go scout and see exactly what we're dealing with. And then come back and then we go in.
How long ago was it overrun?
He'll translate that for Iron Gate.
Actually, he looks better over here. Yeah. How long ago was it overrun? And Iron Gate says, time is difficult to convey when there is no sun. It is a day's run to the deeps from here. And I did not run the whole way.
So over a day ago.
He nods.
Well, Kilio knows, like, travel pace. I don't know how fast he moves.
You do not know how fast he moves. I'm fucking with the overlay, but keep talking.
That's fine. Can I make some kind of inference on how long?
Sure.
Even better than just guessing at it.
Absolutely. Make a nature check. Or a survival check, excuse me.
War Banner, right?
Yup. There we go.
Sorry, I was poking around with my magic stuff trying to read something.
Might want to move Maeve closer to Dawn. Yeah.
There we go. Now we've got the bean in place. Now I can focus. Sorry.
Badass.
Boy, is this a group of individuals.
Yes, it is. Oh,
Kilio's
Thank you.
Kilio's a bit obscured.
I mean, you can just move Kilio to the front.
That's what I'm fixing to do.
Sorry.
Wow, Nightfall.
Yeah.
Nightfall got a 32 on, or Kilio got a 32 on that survival check.
Woo!
How many dirty 30s are we gonna experience this day?
This isn't a dirty 30, this is a dirty 32.
Yeah, but it's in the dirty 30s.
Yes, it is. The answer is several. Anyway. So the way that he's describing it, there is a crucial piece of information that you need, which is how long was he fighting?
Yeah, I think Kilio will ask that to Arthur, and Arthur can get to him.
Yeah. And he replies, there was a trail of the foes who tried to end my song. I believe I fought for at least a day.
Okay.
So with that information, you could presume the bounty of the deeps, whatever that is about 2-3 days away.
Okay.
We've got a ways to go.
Yeah, like Kilio will convey that. It'll take a couple days of travel. Dawn will be able to rest for that, providing we don't get ambushed again. Well, we weren't really ambushed, we really tried to come to someone's aid.
If we are ambushed, we should be able to handle it.
We jumped without thinking.
And now we know what our enemy is capable of.
It was unwise for us to even do that.
Is there anything else they can do that we should be aware of?
And
Asking the bear.
If we hadn't, what would have happened to Iron Gate, Wolfwalker?
We should have had more planning. We could have started with what you did. Could have stayed at range. There was no reason for us to rush in like that.
Figur's gonna repeat her question.
What was your question?
Is there anything else they can do that we should be aware of?
He'll translate that.
Yeah, so Iron Gate looks thoughtful. And he says, not them. What do you know of stone flesh?
What does Erithir know? I assume that's like the spell flesh to stone. Like what he means.
Are you looking to roll something?
Yeah.
Make a religion check.
Alright.
Okay. There's plenty of spells. Like, I'm not gonna make you roll Arcana, because yeah, there's plenty of spells that you know of that can do that. But this creature, you know, personable or not, is definitely not as learned as you are. The way that he speaks, the idioms that he uses, he's like, the word that you would use probably is primitive.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that he would call stone flesh. He's probably not referring to a wizard did it. So,
yeah,
racking your brain, a disease, a curse, any of those things, make a history check.
Okay. I'm good at those two.
Good. Okay. It's recent, but you heard about it on your way to the moot. There are, apparently, strange creatures around the spine of the world, and some of them can petrify. And I'm not talking about a basilisk. They're talking about things that, like, they're different. You probably spoke to some, much to the chagrin of your Lancers, you probably spoke to some Uthgard barbarians, like, as you crossed down from the spine of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, they were like dragons. Some kind of dragons with petrifying abilities.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Firga has no idea, but I know what those bastards are.
Yep.
And here we are without a Dragonlance.
Yep.
For now.
I mean, we are in the Dale, though we don't know about that.
There's not one in the Dale. What?
In the other game, you'd mentioned one of the...
I think that's further east. The Mother's whatever.
In the Great Mother's Valley? You don't that's I never said that was in the Dale.
You had mentioned that one of the Goliaths was there when they were pouring out of the...
One of the Firewatch had had managed to get their hands on something that was sticking out of the back of one of them that came through the kin that came through the rift.
And he blitzed into the Dale. You're right. Yes.
So what I'm saying is, maybe there is, maybe there isn't.
So I think Erithir, like, going off his assumption, Entor, a dragon-like creature.
I do not know. I have only seen the victim, and only briefly. He is with Whispered Word.
All the more reason to get there.
You will not find joy.
But I may find knowledge.
And Irther, you see him, like, turn his head towards Keelio, where Keelio is working on Firga's armor. And he says, markings like that one.
I see.
He doesn't relay that, does he?
No, because in his mind, he might think it's better for Kilio to find out on her own. He's not gonna shelter Kilio from that grief. That's not his prerogative.
What are you?
Elaborate your meaning.
I have never seen your kind.
So...
Your song seems to be that of the very ice.
Does that mean he's never seen an elf before?
That's what it seems to mean. You can make an insight check, and I'll tell you for sure.
Yeah. Let's see how I do on that.
He's either never seen an elf or never seen a snow elf. Or both.
Mm-hmm. I'm from far east of here. Giant glacier known as the High Ice.
Are those seas?
Nay.
Pity. And he, like, looks down the beach where you guys were fighting, and he says, in the light, it is beautiful.
We aim to bring back that light.
So does Whispered Word.
How much longer, Wolfwalker?
I'm almost done.
The quicker we move, the better.
Your songs are many. He's like looking over the group. This one of the earth. That one of fire. Or blinding light. The small one bleeds for many. The horn one, an ancient greed. And his gaze lingers on Firga. That one's song is being sung.
She'll quirk her head at that if it's translated.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but he just gave us all of our names for the night.
Sorry, I was called away for a second and it was important. What did I miss?
Iron Gate is just talking to Earther, mostly.
Got it.
And he mentioned something that is specifically interesting.
Go on.
You mentioned several interesting things.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, he mentioned Earther's song was of ice. Wait, what were the different ones?
Earther, he said your song seems to be of the very snow and ice. Dawn's song was of earth. Lashes was of fire or blinding light. Kelio's song bleeds for others. Runyak's song is of an ancient greed, and Firga's song is still being sung.
Ooh.
So obviously,
Pop off Virga.
Irithyr, he's got some kind of sense. Like, he has to.
Uh-huh. You have a very keen insight on others.
There is no shadow among you.
Firga looks down at her shadow.
We have no quarrel.
Thumbs up.
None of us can understand him except Irithyr.
Irithyr's translating.
Yeah, Irithyr's being a direct translator during this.
He's still just casually cradling Dawn, by the way.
Runyak will just give him an affirmative nod.
You can take the benefit of a short rest, by the way, everyone.
Okay.
Yes, please.
First time I actually have to wager hit dice.
Imagine
that's
this
good.
being your first time wagering hit dice.
Haha.
And with my arcane, recovery, half my wizard level rounded up, so 4 spell slots I can recover.
But we can't cover health right now.
I'll recover my 4th level slot.
Okay.
I mean,
Why do you travel?
We're out to rid the land of Arl, and wherever these giants are coming from.
You are bound for Shander.
Hey.
Aye.
As are we.
So we have allies.
Hey, if we can get to them in time.
Irongate slowly shakes his head. There is no time. But perhaps whispered word has escaped.
Where would they go?
I do not know. I was told to seek help, and I sought.
Does he move silently through the snow?
He flies on the wind, sails through the waves, and burns in every hearth.
If Irithyr direct translating, can I roll insight?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Irithyr, he
I'd
says
also like some insight on that.
he says a word in Tor that again doesn't make any sense, and then he says the words for far and sight.
Hmm.
Neither one of you passed your insight check. This is some cultural shit you've not experienced before.
I'll make an insight check as well.
Okay.
I will make one as well.
All right. Wow. Okay. Irithyr and Runyak. Whispered word must be a shaman.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like a shaman, like a spirit speaker. And if he's a shaman, that means that the bounty of the deeps must be a Frost Song Forge. Which means whether or not Whispered Word is there, you need to go. Because a Frost Song Forge, minimum, is carrying a payload of masterwork equipment. It's probably enchanted. And if they were going to bring Shander, oh boy.
I think Runyak gives a quick little look over to Irithyr, and then we need to go now.
One more second, I'm almost done. And finished.
Let's move.
All right, let's go.
I think Kaylee's gonna leap onto Mavu.
Yeah. Iron Gate rises to his feet, holding Dawn on his shoulders again.
Is he gonna need a hand with Dawn?
I'm
Like, with
right.
anything in general?
He is going to roll hit dice. I forgot to do that. Give me 1 second.
I have a relevant question.
Yup.
If Dawn is unconscious, does the heat aura keep going?
No.
Sorry, does the what keep going?
The heat aura.
Ooh, yeah.
Does attunement disappear when you go unconscious like that?
I wouldn't think so.
No, but I'd imagine the enchantment isn't active while you're unconscious.
Yeah,
Correct.
but nobody,
Yeah.
nobody else can attune to it to take over the heat.
They can, if you take it from him.
Can
And then when Dawn
any
wakes
of
up
us
into the
carry that?
Dawn,
is
you
the thing?
No, but Orith can.
Iron Gate can.
Iron Gate can. Yeah, Iron Gate.
And then Dawn wakes up, sees that someone else has a sword, and we get cold clocked.
But can he carry both?
He does not currently have. He currently does not have Titan's grip. If that's what you're asking. Hashtag yet.
Yet.
Hashtag.
So I think I personally think Irithyr would be one of the few people to think of that.
Yeah.
Do you have to be holding it to stay attuned to it?
Yes.
Well, it has to be on your person.
Actually, no.
Well, yes.
Earlier when we were traveling, it was tied to Orith and kept the heat aura going.
Yeah, because Orth attuned to it.
So we have
Wait,
Orith
no, don't
attuned
you
to it again.
No, because Dawn picked it up immediately, started swinging it without any kind of penalty or anything. Dawn was still attuned to it.
Might have been an oversight, honestly.
I guess that makes sense because if you drop it, you maintain attunement.
Yeah.
But Dawn's unconscious either way, so.
Yeah, Dawn's unconscious.
Maybe you don't have to hold it constantly. You just got to tamper with it, however often.
Yeah, it's fine. Either way, Dawn's unconscious, so.
Right.
Yeah.
So one of us can grab it for a bit, if we can.
I mean, it's a magic weapon, it'll shrink.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Or you could give it to Iron Gate.
Probably safest to give it to Iron Gate. I
Yeah.
feel.
Okay. So someone's gonna have to tell him.
Yeah. The sword is magic. It will keep him warm.
Okay, so I think we see him like shift one hand and pull the great sword off of Dawn's back. And he looks at it for like the first time and turns it over in his hand. And he smiles that like Coca-Cola polar bear smile. And he says, I never thought I'd see this again.
You
You've
know
s-
of it.
You've seen it before?
He nods. We did not cast it, but we refined it. And yeah, he'll attune to it while you walk
Uh-huh.
and give you the heat aura.
So we're on our way then.
Yes.
Are we fine with pushing as hard as we can?
We need to-
Killia will say to the group.
So long as Dawn can rest,
Then forgive me for setting up. Let's go.
So, vigilant, stealthy, or quick. Pick two.
I'd say vigilant and quick,
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah.
You're not going to be
Thinking that-
stealthy.
yeah, I was gonna say, weren't we worried about an ambush?
Yeah, we were worried about stealth. I'm
If we're
thinking
vigilant,
I'm thinking
Hmm.
stealthy and quick.
So am I.
If you're being stealthy and quick, you won't be vigilant.
that can also lead to an ambush.
And
So
these things aren't smart.
But
smart
But
doesn't necessarily mean unperceptive.
But we're being stealthy. Perception is not the thing, it's planned attacks that we're worried about with vigilance.
or just spotting something before it's upon us.
That is true. But we need to move. So, quick is highest priority. And not attracting attention is second highest, I feel.
So quick and sneaky.
Quick and sneak, what I'm feeling.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, you're not going to be vigilant.
I mean, I have to not be one.
Yes, exactly.
So,
It's one of those things where you're gonna question the decision regardless.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
so, so,
So, first, survival check. So quick is the most important. So, survival check to Pathfind. War Banner.
or banner.
Okay. Goblin 20. You want that to stand, or you want to use your inspiration?
Let me use my inspiration.
Okay.
I can do better.
War Banner, please.
Nuffle, I am going to come up there.
Goblin 19. Nuffle told you no.
Nuffle did tell me no. Unless
I'm
someone else
going
got
to
it.
come up there.
Okay. Stealth check. You have a choice.
Okay.
Disadvantage from the stealthiest member of the party, or advantage from the least stealthy.
Hey, Earther, I got a question. What's your other portent?
It's a 5.
I feel confident in my role. Plus the war banner on disadvantage, I feel real confident.
You got pass without trace?
I don't have pass without trace.
No.
Anybody got pass without trace?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Let's see, does the orc and full plate have pass without trace? I'm gonna say no to that.
I mean, that's the time to take pass without trace.
Normally I'd ask, does Pass Without Trace count as an Earth spell? But I mean, that is the least useful thing I can say right now.
I mean, first of all, no, it doesn't. And although I can see the logic, but no, it doesn't. And second of all, I'm sorry, Don. I didn't mean to ace you out.
Listen, bad circumstances. Say
Hey,
la vie.
at least you're not dead.
Actually,
At least you're not dead.
At least I'm
actually,
not dead.
could I do? Ooh. Before this, could I expend a spell slot to do something?
Depends on what it is. We've already started rolling, so
I can detect undead and avoid them. Like I can get a feel for up to 6 miles.
okay, you would make it a normal roll.
Yes, that's what I wanted. Okay. Come on, Nuffle.
These technically count as elementals, but same thing applies. War Banner.
Yeah, war banner.
Damn it!
Okay, Goblin 18.
My rolls tonight.
Yep.
Nuffle, I swear to God.
I'd just like to point out that you're still griping about an 18.
Yeah. Because I can do better. I rolled below a 10 on every single one of those rolls.
Yes, but even so, you've done fantastic.
Yeah.
But I can do better.
Yeah, Mr. Dirty 30.
I think Nightfall is starting to get greedy.
Yeah, maybe he should be the ancient greed.
Really?
Nightfall and
Right?
Killy are not the same. Get off my ass.
No.
Okay. So.
But you're not on an ass, you're on a wolf.
So. With that roll. It's gonna be the last shot of our episode.
Really, Kit?
Bastard.
Really? We can't go a little longer. Please. Oh.
I don't have the dungeon prepared.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Do you guys have something that you want to do for an hour?
I mean, we're not gonna get there this time. It'll be the next long rest.
Any conversations
But I
you want
want
to
to
have?
see. I want to see if we can get to the next long rest and then maybe some conversations.
I'm
Okay.
good, honestly. I'm good with stopping on time, honestly.
Vader's tapping out. For the,
Fair.
for the record, though, you passed the stealth check.
Okay.
Ooh,
Let's do some
That's the main thing I wanted
Let's
to know.
do some shout-outs. Guy Gamzelis, the Bard of Heroes, give us a shout-out, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, as always, my name is Guy Gamzelis, the Bard of Heroes, the teller of tales that need to be told. And there are a lot. If ever I'm needed, you can always find me on the Discord in DMs. Used to be Twitter. And until next we meet, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your night.
Birchmila, give us a shout-out, please. I totally didn't almost click Nightfall's button.
Hey, I'm Rich Mila, aka Gracie. Definitely not Nightfall. I love tabletops and Minecraft, and I do art and things for Kids channel. So if you like any of those things, give me a poke.
Nightfall, the Kitsune, give us a shout-out, please.
Hello, I'm Nightfall the Kitsune. I do admin stuff and things and
Indeed.
Nuffle, why do you hate me?
You do a lot of that's true.
Yes, that is all.
Vader, give us a shout-out, please, friend.
Hello, everyone. I am the Journeyman Vader, a moderator on Kit's Discord and Twitch, and a streamer on Twitch myself. You can find me on Kit's Discord, on Twitch at twitch.tv/JourneymanVader, or on Twitter at VaderSidious, and do make sure to tune in this Sunday.
This Sunday?
Why,
Yes.
what's the Sunday?
I begin my first campaign of Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus.
Yo!
Nice!
have fun with the plunge, TM.
Have fun.
Cookie, give us a shout-out, please.
Hey, what up? I'm Cookie, also known as the Extinct Bacon on just about every other platform. I love a lot of things D&D and tabletop, and if you do too, my DMs are always open. Otherwise, you'll find me lurking in the streams or in the shrine.
And Sibs, finish us out, please.
Hey everyone, my name is Sibs143. I am in no particular order a artist, a moderator, and a stagehand for... No, not moderator, keeper, sorry. I'm in no particular order all of those, but to everyone else, I am the Drifter, a friend, and the one and only Technicolor Disaster. You can find me lurking on Discord and Twitch, but you're better off trying to hit me in DMs when I'm significantly less busy, which I have to work tomorrow, so I'm going to be a bit busy tomorrow. But yeah, have a great day, everyone.
For my
Nice.
part, as ever, I am the sharp-eyed Kitsune, the teller of tales and the weaver of mysteries, the masked bard. This is the channel that is devoted to lore and storytelling, world building, role playing, and discussions of those things. So if that's to your fancy, you're in excellent company here, and I do hope that you enjoy your time with us. You just watched Decisive Action Voices of the Mountain, our weekly D&D 5-point Fox Edition module double feature of Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden, and Storm King's Thunder with my own spin on both. We are here every Thursday with more of the same. I am moving house tomorrow. And as such, I have to move my entire setup, which is already fragile, unfortunately. So, if everything goes well, I'll be back on Saturday with potentially the conclusion of our Final Fantasy 15 reshoot, and then we'll see where the evening takes us. But if not, I'll be back as soon as I can. Thank you all for a wonderful time, and if I don't see you soon, I'm very sorry, but I'll see you as soon as I can. But as always, it's time to leave you with these parting words. From myself, my keepers, and those joining me on the stage, to all of you, the regulars, the followers, the newcomers, and the lurkers, whether you're just having a seat by the fire or you've got a running tab at the bar, remember, there's always more stories to tell, and hopefully, I'll see you all next time for more Voices of the Mountain and a new chapter. Good night, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, and hope to see you again soon.